Yo, what is going down, y'all? Welcome in the most underrated podcast you already know.
Hell yeah!
Broadcasting from Most Underrated Studios. I'm your man, Thomas the Franchise. The homie Dow Palantonio chilling across from me. Yes, sir. It is Super Bowl week, baby. I am so excited. I have thought every day since Tuesday. Asked my girl, I've woken up and been like, oh, babe, and said something about Saturday. Like, oh, we're going to do this tomorrow. She's like, what are you talking about? It's Wednesday. Did the same shit again yesterday. She's like, what are you talking about? She's like, what are you talking about? It's Tuesday. Did it yesterday. It's Wednesday. Did it again today. She's like, tomorrow's Friday. I'm like, oh, thank God. It's going to actually be Friday because I've thought it's Friday every single day this week because I'm so excited for the Super Bowl. I'm so excited for this game, the matchup. I think we all got exactly what we wanted. I don't think it's going to be a blowout on either side. I think it's going to be an awesome Super Bowl. It sucks because there's so much expectation. Everyone's expecting that, and I hope it can live up. Oftentimes those moments don't. So we got a ton of Super Bowl coverage for you today, but that's how I'm starting off my shit. Very, very excited. How are you guys feeling today, man?
You know, man, I'm doing all right. Yesterday was a rough day. As you saw, we were both in the studio yesterday. I had a pretty good rant, if you remember correctly.
Fill everyone in. You got a new whip. Well, new to you.
Yeah.
Not really new.
New whip, who dis? It's a piece of shit. Let's start it off real quick. I bought an 06 Subaru Forester and got a really good deal on it. I'm a pretty good math man. I kind of run some of the backroom stuff here with the cash, with money and making sure margins are correct and money's correct. I got a great deal on this 06 Subaru. It was mechanically owned. It was mechanically overhauled, engine-wise. Great shape. I'm driving it yesterday to DMV, getting plates on it. Plates were only like damn near $100, dude. So that was a pretty good deal. So again, not cutting into my margins, getting ready to do the Uber Eats. Might do the Instacart every once in a great while, but that's so much damn work as we went over.
Yep.
That being said, the DMV was a mess anyways. I'm insured. I'm on the...
As it always is.
Yeah, right?
DMV's nonsense.
So I'm waiting in line thinking it's going to take forever, right? And it literally took 10 minutes. The problem with that is I'm calling to get insurance on the new car, right? Because you have to have insurance as part of getting the title and all that good stuff, right? So to prove, that you have insurance, finalize the title. Of course, my number gets called as I'm trying to finalize the insurance. So then they give you 10 minutes. This DMV specifically gives you 10 minutes to from start to finish. If you cannot finish and you don't have all your ducks in a row, you're out. Get another number, wait longer. Well, of course, I was there for an hour. So the DMV line has gotten tremendously bigger,
exponentially longer,
after that.
Right.
And so long story short, I didn't get my insurance done in time because I got called so early. Had to go back in the queue, had to finalize some things, but that's not even the issue. I'm on the same insurance as my mom, right? Because we've done this for the last 14 years. It's just the way it's been, right? It's cheaper for her, cheaper for me. It just works out. She just deducts money out of one of my accounts that she has access to. Because I got 8 different accounts. It's fine. It's worked. It's a great system. So I go ahead and I go ahead and open up a new account because I'm thinking that's the right thing to do, right? I've always had this company. Let me just open up my own kind of thing. Not disturb what we had. Everything's good. Give them my current address, fine. All of a sudden, they're like, wait, sir. You're on one plan. You have another plan. You've got 2 addresses. You are now getting kicked off your original segment. You now no longer have insurance on your 2019 4Runner that you are legally required to have insurance on because you are financing this vehicle.
The squeaky wheel doesn't always need the grease.
Long story short, ethics, all that shit aside, these guys kicked me off. Had I not done anything, changed anything, there would be no issue.
If the wheel wasn't squeaky,
there'd be no problem.
You went in there, got a little squeaky.
Yeah.
And that's not on purpose. You're just trying to switch some shit over, but instead you screwed yourself in the process.
Sure.
You're losing the discount.
Let me put a little icing on top. Let me put a little cherry on top of the bullshit that we've already dramatically been through that morning.
I like
yesterday
how you
morning.
Dress up bullshit with cherries. That's good.
For sure. I mean, you put cherries on anything, it's better, right?
It makes it better, yeah.
So this got really, really good. So I'm pulling out of the DMV, getting ready to get on the highway. Dude, we're trying to shoot a review for the Red Cement 3s.
And we're trying to get merch over to a printer, so we're moving merch around too.
Yeah, by the way.
We got deadlines to hit. Yeah.
By the way, we did get the hoodies. They are with the printer, so anybody that pre-ordered from Patreon, thank you. They are being worked on now. That is the progress. We should have them soon. So, so I've got to do that as well. And we've got deadlines to hit because the printers are waiting. We're waiting. We've promised. Long story short, I'm driving to the studio. Check engine light comes on.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, my God. Damn, what? Could this day
That's the check engine
get any worse? Any worse? Any worse? So then I'm texting the guy that I bought it from, and it was on OfferUp, right?
He says tough luck.
He's like, well,
Sorry,
here,
man.
you need to do this, you need to do this. But dude, we actually have a signed contract agreement that he, as a mechanic for Subaru, has warranted anything with the engine for 6,000 miles.
From is a Subaru mechanic?
You got it.
Oh, so that's not bad then.
So he's like, we'll get it taken care of. He's like, I need you to do this first, and I need you to do this first. So I went to the local O'Reilly's because they'll put their code reader on there and give you a trouble code.
Not a sponsor of the show, by the way.
They are not, but they'll at least read the codes, kind of what's going on with the check engine.
Yeah.
So found out it's either the O2 sensors and or a combination of the catalytic converter as well. So we've got emission issues. Now, is it bad to drive your vehicle like this? Absolutely not. You should be fine. That being said, it needs to be taken care of. And now that I just got my title, we're probably good for another year. But I don't like the check engine light because if I don't take that off and reset that code, then I don't know if something dramatically happens with the engine. Is wrong with another thing, right? So I need to get it taken care of. Now, there are products that you can buy, like additives that you put in your gas tank, and they'll kind of flush certain systems out.
Yeah.
And I call it snake oil. I think that's, or wait, is that what it is? Snake oil or?
Yeah, that's right.
What do they call it? Yeah, okay.
Right.
I just want to make sure my Dallasms were correct on point today.
Snake oil salesman, yeah.
So yeah, I went ahead and looked into it and went to back to O'Reilly and got some snake oil that supposedly improves your catalytic converter, kind of cleans that stuff out where you can actually pass emissions. So we're going to try that out. That's what my new mechanic that I bought this car from said to do, and I said, that's bullshit. So I'll go ahead and do it because that's what he asked. And then he says, hey, dude, we won't even drive it. I'll get a tow rig. I'll have it towed up to me. I'll take care of it. But then I was like, well, I don't want you to put a refurbished catalytic converter in there. I don't want you to get I want a new one if you're going to do this.
Yeah.
So we're on that discussion. We're fine. Check engine light's on. I'm flushing it. We're seeing it. And then I'm going to communicate with him in the next day or so, see where we're at. But
could be worse, guy. At least you didn't get at least you got it from a guy that knows what he's doing. He did the repairs on it, got it up to date. So was it just a cheap car? You just bought it cash?
Yes.
You just paid it off. Did you just go firm at his price? Did you talk him down?
No, talked him down. Was able to get it. He was asking a fair amount, especially for the engine work that had been done and proven. New rings, pistons, seals, the whole thing, right? Got a pretty good deal, but
what were how many miles on it?
It has 180,000 original miles.
Okay, so almost 2 stacks.
Yeah, but
it's
we're talking
06.
Yeah, and we're talking new timing belt, new crankshafts, new rings, new bearings. That we're talking
everything except the shocks.
Everything. Shocks and struts were not done, and there's a little noise with those, but
of course,
don't take the bumps too heavy.
A little bumpy.
But yesterday it was a little bumpy, just like the car. We got things done. Today's a new day. We also, you and I had a pretty big discussion yesterday, just about kind of where we stand, with cast. Obviously, we're always reinventing ourselves here, right?
Yeah.
So with, the YouTube videos, the sneaker reviews, the cast, we kind of had a come to Jesus meeting and kind of what's the next step yesterday, you and I.
Well, I got a couple of different things. So I'm going to, I have to get something to start having some income roll in.
Yeah.
Because I just need to make sure that I get something going. And we've talked about this for a little while. Well, I had a talk yesterday with a local broadcasting school.
Nice.
So I'll hopefully be going in and doing an interview for them within the next week or so. And just to teach radio, podcasting, video editing, social media, the whole thing that we do in this industry now. And this industry that we've kind of just invented, it's all kind of just been radio, TV, social media, YouTube, all this stuff has been pushed into one. It's all one thing now. Mm-hmm. If you do one, you kind of need to do them all, especially if you're going to grow your following and build your brand and everything else.
Makes sense to me.
So for me, that seems like the best options. Either that or get a job at a radio station. You know what I mean? And that way I can continue to do the podcast. As far as the channel though, or as far as the sneaker reviews and shit, I think we'll still do sneaker reviews on, if we can get a certain pair that's really early, if we can get a certain pair that's really hype, people want to see it. But sneaker YouTube, just looking through, if you go search the Jordan 3 red cement on sneaker YouTube right now, it's just disgusting, the amount of videos. It is so saturated. And it is really the amount of time, effort, quality that I'm putting into these reviews. Mm-hmm. I could be using in such a better way. So you still get, basically what I'm saying is you guys will still get sneaker reviews here and there, but it's not going to be, it's a waste of my time, guys. It really is. Like for the hundreds of views that we're doing on those, like it just doesn't make sense. I'm basically doing it. I'm doing it for free because I'm not making any money, but I'm doing it for free on the other end because I'm not building anything either. It's not like any more people are finding out about the channel or it's growing anything. So at that point, you know, that was a long time where Dal would hit me like, you know, we'd be talking about, and I would never really discuss like reviews, whatever. I just keep my head down and keep pushing. I'm like, consistency, and just keep grinding. But at some point, that is the definition of insanity right there. You're just banging your head against the wall. So you need to figure out how to use that time in a better manner. And there are a lot of other things that we could do for this channel, whether it's creating highlight videos of the cast, things that we've talked about doing that we just don't have enough time for. There's other ways that we could spend to be, well, I know I could spend to be more productive, because sitting here to do the review, you know, studying the shoe, making sure I know what the hell I'm doing, knowing what to talk about, shooting the on feet, and then sitting down to edit it all and put it all together. It's not a simple process. It's not quick. And for us right now, the juice isn't worth the squeeze on it.
Well, and it's also taking my time, right, to do these B-roll shots for you, to do the on-feet shots, to sit here, monitor the phone. Like, I could be working on our marketing, right, for the cast. And I could get a sponsorships trying to, you know, get me out there. Like, let me build some networks. Let me build some relationship with these fools. This is what I do.
Right.
But instead, we're wasting our dicks over here shooting off-white dunks, getting 600 views.
Just, it's a waste of time.
Like, it doesn't make sense.
You know, it really is. It's just, that's what it is. And it's not, you know, there could be a couple of different factors. When I decided to make the podcast move full time, it really took a huge dip on the channel as far as sneaker content. And then now that I bring back sneaker content or vlogs or whatever, those people are no longer here. So it doesn't really matter. And then the people that are here are more here for the podcast and everything else. So I kind of fucked that. Like, I kind of messed that up in a way. But I didn't enjoy what I was doing at the time with the vlog. Like, I was kind of just not, I've always been that way. If I don't enjoy doing it, I'm not going to keep doing it just because other people want it or whatever. I'm just going to, that's not the way I live my life, you know? Right. We talked about this the other day with the Kobe stuff, and just make sure you're doing what the hell you want to do, man. Because the finite amount of time that we're here, it is short. In the grand scheme of things, it's short. The days are short. Everything we talk about right now, how it just feels like it's flying by. Everything just feels like it's going so quick, and it's not going to slow down. It's not going to go any slower. We're going to turn around, and we're going to be at 2029. We're going to be a decade down the road, and I'm going to be looking, and I want to make sure, like, God damn, I did some shit that I wanted to do. I enjoyed it. We talked about that the other day, and this kind of leads into that combo, and you weren't even here, Joel, so you didn't even hear about all this shit. But we talked about it the other day. I've never done something that I wanted to do for work in my entire life. I've never woken up, and that includes this right now, because I'm not getting a motherfucking paycheck, so it's not that fun. You know what I mean? Like, I've never woken up and had fools be like, hey, I want to pay you to do this, man, because you're really good at it, and something that I really enjoy. I've been paid to do stuff I'm really good at, but I don't enjoy it. It's not fun. I don't wake up like, yeah, great. It's kind of a means to an end. And that's where I've always been striving, like, since college, since out of high school. I've always been striving to try to get to somewhere where I'm doing something I want, where I have friends that are in these corporate jobs. They have this sick 401k set up. They're getting a huge paycheck. They're getting promotions. They're working their way up the corporate ladder, building a life. Total opposite of what I'm doing.
Very standard.
You know, and they maybe also have kids, maybe also have whatever, but they're building that because almost like I have to. They don't have a choice anymore because they had kids or they had whatever.
They're too deep.
It would be very hard. Yeah, they got the nice-ass car. They got the big-ass house. They're just stuck in a weird way.
Yeah.
Not in a weird way, but that's life.
And that's okay for some. That's okay for a lot.
Right. So for me, that's just not where I want to be yet. I feel like I could do that at any time. Like, I can give up in my mid 40s, whatever, like down the road and be like, all right, now I'm going to go in here and start whooping some ass and just make money and do all this shit. But I really don't want to get stuck and pigeonholed into something that I don't want to do forever. That really scares the shit out of me. That scares me as much as dying. I'd rather be dead. If I had to go to a job, we talked about that with corporate. You were like, God damn, I'll never go back. I can't imagine I don't even know what I was doing. And that's how I feel. I don't want to be that person. Not everyone has those options. So not everyone feels that way. A lot of people want to just make money. That's what they care about. They just want to make money or whatever. Some people just want to have fun, and you know, they have issues with that too, trying to balance the fun and the money and the job. Me, I just want to be paid to do things I enjoy.
Right.
You know,
Well, see, and I never looked at it that far, you know, like I just thought like being raised on a farm, dude, with just, you know, you work, you go to school, you come home, you work for a little bit, then you go to bed and you do it, rinse and repeat, right?
Yeah.
That was the life that I lived. So I didn't know any better. And I'll tell you, man, like the reward always for that was compensation. And I can't tell you how mentally correct that is and still or was and is still today for me. If I'm not getting a paycheck, if I'm not getting a monetary value for the work that I put in, then I'm not valued. I don't need compliments. I don't need my DM to tell me, you did a great job. You did a great job this week. You did a great job at the meeting. I need the money in my account that states I went to work, I did a great job, and you get a paycheck. So for me, like, doing this and leaving all of that, this is all new to me, like having to kind of reset and really think in my heart, like, what do I want to do? Which is an overwhelming question in the first place to me. So for you, I think you're a step ahead of me. So don't give yourself too hard of a time. Because over here, man, I'm dwindling like a little fucking bug over here. Like thinking, I don't know how to tap in to the head and heart and really say, what does Dallas want? Because I love the podcast. And the DMs that I get, like, dude, you really helped me today. Or, man, saying that really, you know what, man, I'm going to give counseling a shot. You know, man, I'm going to not make the same mistakes you made, Dal, saying stupid shit to Robin, and my relationship's going to be so much better, Dal. Like, I love doing that. And I think that's very rewarding, almost as rewarding as a paycheck. But again, you know what you know. And that's what it is. So for me, man, I'm really, like yesterday when we were having this chat, I was like, God, am I a turd? And I know I'm not a turd, but it's like, really delving into this, who am I and what do I want to do? And commitment is never something that I've ever been about. I've always just kind of rode the wave, and I've always made the best of the wave, but committing to something and saying, Dallas, this is absolutely 100% what you want, whether it's marriage, whether it's a career, that just seems so far out and far off to understand for me. So living in the moment and being finding comfort within whatever you're doing is something I've always done. And that's what I'm good at. It's not so much making decisions to say, this is what's going to make you a better man. Yeah. So that's where I'm at with this whole thing, man.
Well said, dude. Well said.
And I would like to make some money. That'd be cool.
Well said. Let me catch up with some of these comments, man. A lot of people in the chat. It's tons of show for you guys, too, man. I'll get to the rundown here in a second. We'll kind of move it forward and stuff like that. What up, fellas? Just what I needed while I tried to recoup for my birthday yesterday. Keith Crum, going out for the birthday. Happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday, fool.
Keith Crum, 42 years old, still going out for his birthday.
I thought he was 51.
I'm just kidding. Happy birthday to my man, Keith Cruz. Goat James, what up, bro? Danny B. TTF never knows what day it is. That's very true.
You know what? If I could like that message 1,000 times, I definitely would. Hey, what about our boy Baker Cell? Yo, fellas, we haven't seen Baker.
Baker, what's good, bro?
Man,
Landon, what's good? Juan, how you doing? AP, what's going on? Goat James is up in here. I say Goat James. Anna Choff. Thomas Cervantes up in here.
What was that fool say?
Hold up. Goat James, the Lapstone and Hammer hoodie is fire. I got one myself. We'll go over this in Sneakers and Fashion. I'll kind of show you guys the detailing on it.
Fire.
Show you what Rack put together from Lapstone and Hammer out there in Philly. Really, really nice piece. Let's see. Let's start it off here. Thomas Cervantes. I started watching for the vlogs. Now I watch to see you roast Dallas.
Oh, man, Thomas.
Peter Lee. I really enjoy listening to the podcast. You and Dal compliment each other. Whenever I'm in Asia or in the U.S., it's always awesome to listen to the podcast. Thank you, Peter.
Thanks, Peter.
Marco, I give you guys props, man, for real. I wake up and go to a job I don't love, and I don't really have any other choice. I have to go for my family. They depend on me to bring in the money. You guys are talking. Yep, that's the tough part, man. Not everyone has the options that I have, so I'm really trying to do that, man. And I'm trying to. It's funny because T-Mobile said, who doesn't want to get paid for doing what they love? It's almost impossible to have the job you want and get paid what you need.
Wow.
And I totally agree,
That's
dude.
some deep shit.
I agree. And that's why I'm trying to do that nearly impossible. Like I'm trying to do that almost impossible because not a lot of people get to do it. And I'm in a position now where I don't have a ton of baggage and I don't have shit that is holding me down. So that's why I'm willing to spend my savings, to spend the money I've earned, to spend the money I've made in the stock market, to spend the money I've made flipping shoes, all that I've saved over the years. And I'm willing to spend that to to put it on myself and say, hey, let me go start at this radio station. Let me start this. Let me start teaching at this school. Let me become a teacher there and make a little less money, but I can still do this. Now I'll be bringing in a little bit of money, and I still have some money in the bank to where I'm not drowning there. I can at least give myself some time to get into that job, get a little bit of a raise, maybe get a promotion and work my way up a little. I'm not back to the door, but if I don't go get a job right now, I will be.
It could be dirty.
So that's kind of what we're talking about here. And that's where I'm at, man. And I'm trying to do that kind of nearly impossible, I guess, That's the scary thing, reading the comments about people just saying like, I got the kids and the family dependent on me. It's like, man, right. There's been no better time than now for like all of us really. I mean, we have, you might have a relationship here and there, but like there's no kids, nobody's really depending on us to, bring home the money. And so it's like, it's not going to get any better. It's like we got to make it work right now, or, families are going to come and responsibilities are going to come. Yeah.
You're not going to be able to take no risks.
And you spend so much time at that job. You spend so much of your life.
You do.
Of your life there. And I mean, look at this. Like, Jason Ramirez, I can relate with what you said, TTF. I make great money, but I hate my job, and the only thing I look forward to is clock out time.
Wow.
That's where I was, bro.
See, that's heavy.
That's where I was in the retail space.
Wow, that's where I was.
And
I don't know if I was there yet. I mean, I think I was close, but it was more of like, God, I just want to fulfill my passion. But like, I can remember like looking at the clock, and that wasn't as overbearing, I think, as for everybody else. It's like, but that's real talk. Like people really do. They're like, I can't wait till I get out of here. I think the people that I surrounded myself with at work, I think was lucky. And that was enough for me to be able to get through the next day. And I wasn't so like, oh my God, like nails on a chalkboard. I got to get the hell out of here. But dude, I know a lot of people that are, and that's a hard life to live.
Yeah,
it is.
Goat James, I'm 20 years old and still don't know what I want to do with my life. Bro, oh my God, 20 years old.
Goat James.
That's like the homie Marcus is sitting in the studio doing some graphic work and shit for us. So he's over here in the corner. And what are you? Was he 18? That'd be 18. That'd be like him saying, hey, I'm 18. I really don't know what I want to do with my life. Bro, that's what we're talking about, man. We're 30. We're in our 30s. And it's like, that's what Dallas is saying. And I don't know. I kind of know the direction I want to go, hosting and media and shit, but I don't know exactly what I want to do with my life. And just to kind of, I guess, wrap this up and we'll kind of move on. We talked, dude, this would be so cool. And we talked about, did you see the video from Dave Portnoy yesterday on Barstool Sports?
No.
He dropped a video. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago now? It was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Portnoy dropped a video, and basically in the video, he's saying, yo, Barstool's been crazy successful. I started this shit 17 years ago in my basement as a sports gambling ring, bro.
Wow.
Bookie, like.
I'm a huge fan of Barstool. I didn't know that.
This dude is speaking to me because that's what I do. Like, but the bookies, the gambling, that's the shit I've been around. And that's what I do now. And it's so cool to me. Like, it's just so relatable. So that captured me, number one. Number two, they've only had one company as an investor in Barstool since. And he's like, and I've made them a shitload of money. Like, so much money.
Yeah, it was like Turner Media or something.
Yep. They're the only ones that invested in Barstool and got them to the point they're at now. He's like, when we started getting into media, I told people I wanted to take over the world. I told people I wanted to have Barstool places all over and restaurants and coffee shops and all this shit. And nobody told me it could be done. And everyone doubted me and all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. And he announced a huge partnership with Penn Gaming. Penn Gaming is kind of like your Wynn or MGM, resorts or any of those companies. It's a casino company. So Penn Gaming allows you to, or allows them to now have Barstool Sports locations inside of casinos and push their media even farther. So this is going to be a huge partnership as sports gambling gets legalized across the nation, as more and more states get involved. Now with the mobile app and all that shit, they're now involved.
That's
Barstool
huge.
Sports is involved. It was a 36% stake that they bought into Barstool Sports, like $165 million. So that was very exciting. That takes me to my next point. He said in the video, we're always looking for the new exciting content, the next new shows, the next thing. And that really spoke to me. I was like, damn, dude, we are the next shit as far as that. I I don't want to put out, give out too much game, but whatever. You have to have game to take the game. So whatever. There's nobody on Barstool doing sneakers, sports, the way we're doing it. They have Chicks in the Office. They kind of do pop culture and a little bit of sports. Mm-hmm. They have a bunch of different varieties of shows. Are we not perfect for that platform to come on there and do sneakers? And then maybe to come on there and do sneaker reviews in a corner of on their site. Mm-hmm. And then have our show, whether it's just the podcast on their website to start, whether it's on Sirius 5 days a week, whatever. I feel like our content is perfect for a company like that. So I've started to take the time that I'm no longer putting into sneaker reviews, and I'm chopping out the best clips from our old episodes, so I can put together a demo so I can get this to who I need to get it to at Barstool Sports.
The most underrated great clip hits.
Because I think that is... We've put out 100, this is episode 130.
Yeah, it is.
Put out 129 episodes of content showing that we can do this, showing that we can improve, showing that we can build, showing that we can get better, showing that we know what the hell we're doing. I feel like especially the last 2 months, we have leveled up this podcast. The prep has been fire, the sound clips, the entertainment value. I've been getting messages from people like, yo, you guys have really been on point. And this is, I say all that to say this. The show is the focus now. The show is the focus of the channel. Mm-hmm. The views have spoken. Everything is spoken. This is the focus of what the hell we're doing here, from highlight videos to the show twice a week to the merch. That's the focus of the channel. That's got to be the direction.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's what matters.
I can't think of a better umbrella than Barstool, too, man. They really let you be you. I mean, they're probably a corporation, and they've always grown into what they are today. But damn, man, that would, their social media is cracking. Facebook ads. I mean, dude, they're everywhere. And I couldn't think of a better umbrella to be under. So it's motivating.
It was motivating, dude. And the gaming aspect of it, the stuff we talk, the spreads and the gambling and stuff we talk on the show, it's all just a great fit, man. So with all that being said, that's kind of the topics that we went on yesterday. Let me close out this open by asking you, Jalal, or talking about you really quick. Marcus had to bring you here today. That's really why Marcus is here. Yeah. Jalal doesn't have a license anymore.
Yeah, Franchise and I were weird. We're like, I thought Jalal last episode was saying, man, I'm turning over a new leaf, man. I'm getting here early. Like I'm trying to level up here.
Well, now I have to depend on a ride. We'll see. I don't know, because I spent the whole day in court yesterday. That's why I wasn't here. They made me an offer, but it was still above my points. So I was like, man, do I just take an offer or lose my license anyway, or do I just go through with the trial? Right. And I had prepared a whole thing, and I had questions, and I went and took video of the scene where the officer was. Man, just tried my best, but I got crushed by the prosecutor. Like, normally they don't even have prosecutors when I was researching
I love your laugh.
He goes like this, too, with his hand. I wish we had a camera on him. He goes, crushed by the prosecutor.
Thomas
she came in, and she was, like, being all cool with me and, like, hey, we give you a little deal. This is normally better than what we do. I was like, man, if they're offering me a deal, they must not really be too confident, or she must not want to. Dog, she left. She went and consulted with some dude that was like an expert on the laser technology, and she had all the facts about it and the math. And I was like, damn, you really went in on this. But it felt like, it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. It felt like I was just there to prove that I was innocent.
Exactly.
Like, they didn't bring any evidence. There was it was literally the cop's testimony and the fact that he had worked in the force for 20 years.
Did he show up?
Yeah, he showed up.
Okay. He had to be there. But
present. He didn't have like certificates. He didn't have body cam. He didn't have dash cam. And when I asked those questions, the judge was like, apparently, he was like, yeah, they don't need to have that unless you make a written request. And I'm like, wow. Aren't we at a trial? Like, don't you show up with evidence?
Right.
So that was a little weird to me, but I figured I'm going to lose my license either way, so I might as well just go to trial and do my best. But yeah, I got crushed.
That sucks, dude. So what are you going to do now? What are you going to do how are you going to do all your shit?
I think Marcus, we're trying to see if I can make it worth it, where he can help me out with all my businesses and stuff. Damn. I'm going to just have him drive me around.
Marcus, the new assistant. The most underrated assistant, Marcus.
That's tight, dude.
I like it.
But I don't know. He's looking for a job, so we'll see what happens.
Oh, right. That makes it hard.
One way or another, man. I'll figure it out. I stopped sweating shit. Yeah. Just gotta keep it pushing.
That fool Marcus got, he had more jobs than us in the last 6 months than shit all of us combined, dude. He was getting job offers this morning.
He's filled in a couple different offers.
Yeah, right now. Somebody from the car wash calls, he's like, yo, hey Marcus, you want this job? He's like, well, do I have a little bit of time to think about that?
Oh, playing hardball.
Man, nice. This guy's trying to get his bag.
But I like it.
With that being said, I think with what you guys are talking about, freeing yourself up to do marketing and, me, like I wanted to bring more stuff on the business side and be able to expand the business and start monetizing this platform that you guys have built. It starts with building a team. Like, man, we can have somebody control the production, have somebody, start doing prep.
Right.
Bring you guys stuff. Like if we can build the team and free up each one of us to then, do higher level stuff.
And be great at what we do. Like, I'm never going to be the editor of any content.
Right.
Let me get out there and beat the streets. You know what I mean? Jalal, you get your production up. You get your marketing up. Marcus gets his production up. Like
the graphic work.
You're exactly right, man.
The graphic work,
does take a
that
team.
stuff. And that's, dude, maybe it's divine intervention. Like, that's,
but sometimes our pocketbooks can't wait for that. You know what I mean? So there's that too. So it's like, again, more things to take us away from this is going to be tough. But like, ultimately, we have to do what's best and still balance.
Well, that's the thing. If I can pick up a little bit of money while teaching at the school, and I can get interns there. Those kids need internship hours anyway.
Hell yeah, they do.
I can bring a couple of them in here to help us with what the hell we're doing here, log their hours. They're learning directly from the dude that's teaching them. I just think, listen, man, I'm trying everything I can for you guys out here, bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying everything I can to keep this shit rolling, the normal, no interruptions, still doing the live, like everything we can do, man.
You bet.
So I just hope you guys know that.
All right, let's give a little people some credit real quick here, and then let's move on here. We have Mr. Con Lee back in the cut with $1.99.
Oh.
Been a while. What's up, fools?
No, he did another $1.99. That's BS, Jalal. Can you get your license back?
Dude, I have no idea. I got to go talk to the DMV and see if they'll – I don't know if you got to wait a year or if you can get a restricted license, but – I don't really have a workplace, like a set workplace. Like, are they going to let me just drive here? Or are they going to let me just drive to the jewelry shop? I don't know.
Yeah, just as long as you don't have anything around your ankle. I feel good about that.
That's what I was going to ask. Like, when do the points reset?
I'm just going to get on that Fail Beast wave and just be biking.
Yeah, dude. Get them that calf game.
Wake up at fucking 5 a.m. so I can get here on time.
Yeah,
get that calf game up.
Turn the new Honda Accord in for a Specialized.
Yeah.
Sick. Let me take a shot.
All right. Down.
That was a fadeaway feint, Kobe. Did you hear it?
I did hear it. I got the second one.
Kobe.
Oh. Ooh, almost hit the monster. So two of those.
Take that L on the way out. Take that L on the way out.
Almost knocked over our new most underrated podcast mug.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, real quick, let's give a recap. So what are we running down? Have you done the rundown yet?
What do you mean, for the show?
Yeah.
Great idea. Obviously, we're going to talk a ton of Super Bowl. A lot of stuff going on there. I have some Media Day sound bites. We're going to play Media Day trivia.
Ooh.
I got some sound bites from the Media Day. I'm so pumped for that part. You were excited for On This Day. You wouldn't tell me what it was, be like, dude, you're going to love it. We should actually just do On This Day and leave, not do the rest of the show.
I retire.
Because screw whatever else you got on the show. I don't care. On
the rest is no good.
So I'm excited to hear about that. Tons of sneakers. We got a couple different pairs of sneakers in store or in studio today. The Popeyes shit.
I love it.
You're all about that.
Can't wait.
You're going to fill us in there. Like I said, I'll give you guys some detailing on the Lapstone and Hammer hoodie. But let's just start here, man. Let me dead this music really quickly. And let's just start on the somber note. Everyone's still paying tribute to Kobe Bryant. Everyone's still mourning the loss, mourning the death. It's been a very, very tough week. Mm-hmm. And for a lot of people, and probably tougher for Vanessa Bryant than anyone else.
Can't imagine.
So she broke her silence yesterday, and I wanted to read that statement because I thought it was beautiful. Mm-hmm. And she put that on Instagram, and it says, it's a family photo that she posted of her and Kobe and the 4 girls. Kobe's holding the littlest baby under his arm, and he's got she's got a huge red bow around her head.
Just cute as
oh, man, just looking gorgeous. Just a beautiful family, man. Shit. She starts out here, my girls and I want to thank the millions of people who've shown their support and love during this horrific time. Thank you for all the prayers. We definitely need them. We're completely devastated by the sudden loss of my adoring husband, Kobe, the amazing father of our children, and my beautiful, sweet Gianna, a loving, thoughtful, and wonderful daughter and an amazing sister to Natalia, Bianca, and Capri. We're also devastated for the families who lost their loved ones on Sunday, and we share their grief intimately. There aren't enough words to describe our pain right now. I take comfort in knowing that Kobe and Gigi both knew that they were deeply loved. We were so incredibly blessed to have them in our lives. I wish they were here with us forever. They were our beautiful blessings taken from us too soon. I'm not sure what our lives hold beyond today, and it's impossible to imagine life without them. But we wake up each day trying to keep pushing because Kobe and our baby girl Gigi are shining on us to light the way. Our love for them is endless, and that's to say immeasurable. I just wish I could hug them, kiss them, and bless them. Have them here with us forever. Thank you for sharing your joy, your grief, your support with us. We ask that you grant us the respect and privacy we'll need to navigate this new reality. To honor our Team Mamba family, the Mamba Sports Foundation has set up a Mamba on 3 fund to help support the other families affected by this tragedy. To donate, please go to mambaon3.org. To further Kobe and Gianna's legacy in youth sports, please visit mambasportsfoundation.org. Thank you so much for lifting us up in your prayers and for loving Kobe, Gigi, Natalia, Bianca, Capri, and me. Hashtag Mamba, hashtag Mambasita, hashtag girls dad, hashtag daddy's girls, hashtag family. The heart emoji. Pretty sad, man. Pretty sad stuff. Did you guys catch the coverage on Tuesday night? They postponed the Laker-Clipper game Tuesday night. We obviously did the show Monday. So this was after the Monday show. And on Tuesday, it was really weird to see. Did you guys see the NBA postgame? There was Ernie and Shaq and Kenny and Charles and D. Wade, and they just open up to an empty Staples Center, and they're just sitting on the middle of the court in chairs.
Very, very sobering and somber.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I was sitting there. Literally, I just sat down, and I was just sitting there crying the entire time. Like, just couldn't even, just watching the thing, watching Shaq at the beginning, just melting down, you know? And did you catch that, Jalal, at all?
Yeah, I did see a little bit of it.
It was that was really tough.
Shaq looked, he was really struggling.
Yeah, Uncle Shaq.
It's just crazy the pressure that I think people feel these days to just get back to it. I mean, Shaq did his podcast the next day doing the TNT stuff. I mean, there's really no time for anybody to just pause and grief. Even Vanessa feeling the pressure from people just
putting out a
statement like.
And a beautiful statement it was. But yeah, I mean, the strength that she had to have to put out that statement, dude, to the public, like, just shows how much she cares and how much that family cares. Like, it's, yeah, man, we're in a world where things move exponentially fast. We're forced, you know, as a society to just kind of move on, not forget, but are we remembering and are we really sitting with things? I know in my relationship with Robin, you know, I've really taught myself a lot in the last 6 months to really just sit with things, you know, sit with my feelings and, you know, if I addressed her wrong or I came out wrong or I did something wrong, really sit with that, you know, for minutes, for hours, maybe even for days, you know, before I just fly off the handle and say something I don't want to say or you know, make her feel bad or be defensive. You know, I think the lesson that we could all learn is not only to make the best out of every day that we're given, with our family and everything, but also to just, it's okay. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to not be strong for a minute. It's okay to sit with things and figure out and internalize, you know, how we feel and what the next steps are, you know? So.
Tough, man. Very tough. Also the game itself being postponed. Staples Center is a tough place to reschedule. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff going on there. There's multiple teams that call that place home. Yeah, all the entertainment stuff that comes through there. So currently, I'm only seeing 2 dates that they could possibly reschedule where the Staples Center has no commitments. This would either be February 19th, which seems like the best to me because it's still far away from the playoffs to where you're not running them on an extra day closer to the playoffs.
That's right after the All-Star game.
Right.
February 19th?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Or April 10th would be the only other day, and that's the end of the season.
Dang, so they're just pushing it out. They're going to go do other games.
Yeah.
Then
try to fill it in on a day, but if you're going to give the Lakers another home game to do that.
Those are your options?
Those are your options. That's very tough. Also, it's going to be interesting tomorrow night. The Lakers are back in action at Staples against the Trailblazers.
Yeah.
For the first time since. I wonder what's going to happen there. Are they going to postpone all the games for the whole week? Are they going to let them play that game against the Blazers on Friday night.
I don't see them postponing any more games.
No.
It sounds like they're ready to play, and
They're going.
And I listened to a soundbite from Dame, who's going to obviously be there that night, and he says, "Dude, I don't know how the emotions. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be an emotional time, no doubt about that."
Yeah.
But I don't think they're going to postpone it. I think they're going to come back strong. With that being said, what does this do for the Lakers? Obviously this propels them throughout the season? You know, LeBron, do you really think he puts everybody on his back?
That's what I said. That's what I said on
it's go
social
time?
media, man. I said that I think LeBron, whether he needs to put everyone on his back or not, I think other people are going to step up over there too. I don't think he's going to need to. It's not going to be a Cleveland situation.
The whole league has stepped up. You're seeing people score 40, 50 points, having some of the best games of their lives this week.
Yeah.
It's really stirred the emotions in a positive light, especially for players that you're like, wait, that fool came off the bench and scored 40?
Did you see the Buddy Hield story?
Yeah, I did.
Dude, the Buddy Hield shit was crazy.
17 points, dude.
Yeah.
Were scored in how many minutes?
In a minute.
In a minute? Is that
Yeah,
what it was?
minute. It was like a little over a minute to go in the game. He started scoring around a minute, and then he put up 17 the final minute there.
Incredible.
And then he's like, man, I didn't want to score anymore because I had 42 points. And then he's like, I had 5 assists and 3 rebounds. That's 8, 42 backwards, 24. He's like, I just didn't want to do, it was a weird sequence of how it all went down there at the end, dude.
Yeah.
But very interesting nonetheless. Let's move. Let's go on to, let's get into this let's stay on basketball for a second. You were telling me about this story. The Memphis Grizzlies and the Knicks kind of had a little dust up last night.
They did.
And it was similar to the KU thing we talked about the other day. Late game, some late game, I don't want to call it antics, but somebody playing until the game's over.
Yeah.
In a situation where it's kind of an unspoken rule that you just let people dribble shit out. You kind of just end the game when it's a blowout.
The disrespect versus respect.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you have that clip, Jalal? The Twitter clip? I think it's right. Yeah, there's 2 clips there. The first one, where it's in the rundown on the Knicks Grizz Dust Up, right in the top.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to load it up.
All right, cool. So the first clip is I think it's like 124, 106 left in the game. The Knicks are getting just crushed.
Yeah.
Jay Crowder steals the ball, goes to the corner, and jacks up a 3 at the very end of the game.
With like 48 seconds to go in the fourth quarter.
Yep. And Memphis is clearly just trying to run the clock out.
Yeah.
And he goes and jacks up a 3, and they get pretty pissed off.
Yeah.
And here, we'll play the clip. You got the audio too?
Yeah.
Just a reminder to turn the sound down so
We don't blow John King's ears out.
Yeah, we don't blow everyone's ears out and
Bless John King in his ears.
everyone gets all pissed.
In his eardrums.
Here's what I don't understand. Why is everyone pissed off at Jay Crowder for jacking up a 3? They're not up, right? Oh no, Memphis is up. Yeah,
Memphis is up.
So there he goes. Yeah, he goes
So
down to the
steals
corner.
the ball. Yeah, shoots the 3 in the corner, gets pushed immediately.
There you go. So it's a little pushing and shoving. And the issue here is, again, they're up 124 to 106.
Yeah.
So the Knicks are somehow taking offense to that by pushing and shoving after the play, getting all pissed off because they're already getting their ass beat by enough. I love how he just kind of takes a couple quick steps.
Yeah.
Let me just pop this real quick.
Let me just throw this up real quick.
40 seconds left, 45 seconds. Let me just pop this from the corner real quick.
Nobody's really around him. Nobody's really guarding him. It's
Now click the other clip, Jalal, right below that. This is Marcus Morris on Jay Crowder after the game.
Yeah.
And he's kind of talking. He had some choice words for Crowder and what he's talking about. So I want to hear that, and then we can react to it. Sorry, man.
The old
Most underrated internet over here.
Most underrated internet is it's actually not underrated at all. Let's not put the most underrated tag on the internet.
No, the steal was cool. You got the steal. It is what it is. But when you step back and shoot a 3, you know what I'm saying, and try to, low-key like rub it in that they're winning, it's just unprofessional, man. It's soft. His game is soft. He's soft. It's just, it's how he carried it, man. And, it's just very women-like.
Code that
There you go.
for those plays
Very women-like.
wow.
Very women-like. What do you think? What's your opinion on that? What's your opinion on when that happens?
Yeah. I mean, I think.
How do you think that should be handled?
I think in college I can probably understand it a little bit more. Just those guys are just playing lights out in college, and I can understand that. But I think in the NBA there is more of an unwritten rule, and I think that was a little disrespectful for Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder, in his defense, he's like, "Hey man, I'm just playing hard until the bell rings," kind of thing. And I do understand that, but I think 48 seconds, you're up roughly 20 points, just under 20 points, with 48 seconds left. You had nobody guarding you, and you steal the ball, and you jump back to the three-point line. Yeah, I think it is a little disrespectful. That's my opinion. But when you go to Morris's comments, I think he just took the blunt of this ugliness. Like, for him to go in there and say soft, I get that. But then to bring a woman involved, like, I get how you can. Like, if he would have said that's a bitch move, that probably would have sounded better. But for him to women are soft. There's no doubt about that. But like that comparison where we're in a world with, the whole Me Too movements and all this stuff where I am woman, hear me roar. And they're obviously doing a lot of great stuff. We look at what, Kobe helped out with the women's league and all the things they've done. I just think it's bad timing and bad words, or bad wordage to be used. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just looking up the...
that's kind of where I'm at with it.
I'm just trying to figure out what the spread was and if there was any...
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, man. Who lost because of Jay Crowder's 3 on some money lines?
Dude, the over-under was 230. What was the score? Excuse me. What was the score? 124, 106?
Yes, at that time.
124, 224,
106.
230. It was 230 and a half. So at that point, with 45 seconds left, they were at 230. So if you had the under, you were winning by a half. Because of that foul and all the technicals and shit, they go shoot the 3 buckets. Yeah. They put up 3 extra points and you lose with 40 seconds to go.
And that's how it ended, essentially, 127-106.
Damn. So nothing on the spread. Memphis was minus 2.5. They covered that easy. But over-under, if you had the over-under on that game, that sucks.
Yeah, no doubt.
That sucks, especially if you had if you had the over, you're cheering.
Yeah.
All these assholes just screwing up the line, AP said.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny as hell. All right, let's you told me that you're like, dude, did you hear about the Mike Vick 30 for 30?
Yeah, man.
And I was like, no, what the hell are you talking about? So not only is there a Mike Vick 30 for 30 dropping, and I didn't know about it. What the hell? It's dropping tonight.
It's dropping tonight.
It comes out tonight.
9 p.m. Eastern time, 7 o'clock our time, dude. Ready to rock. And really what it does, as Jalal is going to pull up a teaser for us here, this really digs deep into the quarterback, Michael Vick, his complicated career, life, just his unflinching life, his huge accolades, like changing football. And then obviously it does uncover a lot of the dog stuff, so his rise, his fall, and then his resurrection. And if we know anything about 30 for 30, dude, they do a fantastic job of this.
Oh, yeah.
So they're going to do a deep scrub enough to make this awesome, entertaining, gripping. But yeah, it's supposed to add context to his dogfighting saga. And I think that's what a lot of people are kind of wondering about and getting kind of a more investigative scene into it. So.
The football version of Allen Iverson.
I took advantage of the moment. We all did.
Vic turned himself in today.
I wanted to know the truth.
My career, my family. I tried to salvage it all. I came too far.
Oh, part 1?
Part 1 tonight, yep.
What? You didn't tell me. It's a 2-part? How many parts? Is it
2-part series, as far as I know, yeah.
And what, do you know the length on them?
I don't know for
sure.
Probably
an hour each or something like that.
Yeah.
Damn, that's going to be sick.
I'm excited for it, man. Like I said, he really changed the game of football and everything that, like he says, I gave up everything to do this.
Yeah.
And, we take advantage of situations at times, and I think he does. He apologized, but that teaser, if that doesn't get you excited, man.
I thought that Allen Iverson comparison was a really good comparison.
Allen Iverson of football.
Right. That's good.
I mean,
I'm pumped for this shit. I like Vic, man. I think Vic is
sure.
Obviously, did some wrong shit.
Yeah, and I'm a big dog lover, but
served his time, wrote his wrongs, came back, and sorry, my cord's like messed up here. But I'm a big fan of Vic.
That we were talking about it, that Madden 04. Mike Vick is undefeated.
Oh, dude, unstoppable.
You pull
in
out, you
Madden
run
04.
it, you get out the pocket and just take off.
You had Mike Vick. You had Mike Vick on the the Falcons on the cover in 04. That version, oh my gosh.
He's unstoppable.
Just bombing it out of the pocket, bombing it over the top, or taking off, running on you. So crazy. I was thinking about that the other day. We need to get a game system in here with like at least Madden, so we can get like a couple games every day or something.
I've never played.
Right. Oh, I guess that might not be
I wouldn't be fun to play with probably because I've never played.
I was going to say that might not be the...
I'll bring the original NES in, and we'll play some Tecmo Bowl, something like that. I'll get you on that.
All right. So, yeah, I'm pumped for that tonight. Check that out. 9 Eastern time is when that goes off tonight. Part 1 of the Mike Vick 30 for 30 on ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
Masvidal Usman. We hit on this. We talked about Masvidal a couple shows ago. I want to touch back on this because Masvidal and Usman got in a dust up yesterday on Super Bowl Radio Row.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about this?
I sure did.
So there was a dust up that went on, and it was as a result of some comments that basically Usman's been talking a little bit reckless about Masvidal.
Mm-hmm.
And on the Jim Rome show yesterday at the Super Bowl, Masvidal was on with Jim Rome, and Rome read him those comments. And let me play you the comments first, and then I'm going to play you the dust up, the video of the dust up. So if you'll just go to the Sports Plus Life podcast on IG, pull up that video, and I'm going to play these comments here from Jorge Masvidal. This is yesterday, Super Bowl Radio Row with Jim Rome on the Jim Rome show.
Usman
Usman is looking like him. We're going to sit down with the UFC, run these numbers, and if they make sense, Usman is getting baptized on TV.
And so Usman tweeted the following last week, quote, "For all you real fans out there, you know what's up. Game-bred fighter is doing everything possible to avoid taking this L. Dana White has spoken, so STFU, and take this ass whooping like the journeyman you are, and then you can go fight Connor. Hashtag once a bum, always a bum." Wow. My man, like, yeah, right. Like, what is your reaction to hearing that?
For starters, this guy's been fanboying over me for most of his career. I've never asked him for a picture, but when he first met me like 6 years ago, he was asking me for a picture. You could see that I've been fighting for a lot longer, so you can see why this guy is so in love with me. He grew up watching me, whether it was in the street fights or not. He grew up watching me. So now for him to say this, like, because your girlfriend's listening to something, you're trying to impress her, stop. And the other thing is, he got asked. He could have cut one of the best promos ever if he could actually talk. He got asked after his fight with the guy that he broke his jaw, "Hey, what do you think about Masvidal?" And I'm the fighter of the year, and that only gets handed out to one male individual out of the thousands of amazing athletes. I'm sure they do the same thing in NFL. They hand out to the best player of the year. I got that award, fighter of the year. And I'm in his weight class. And when they asked him, Jorge Masvidal, he said, "Who? No, I don't know who that is, but I want to fight the guy that's ranked under him that he already beat." So it's more like Usman is not really a fighter. He's more of a politician because he's telling people he wants to fight. But what he's saying, what he's showing, we're going to go into negotiations now. Let's see what happens, But I'll tell you this right now, and he said it in an interview as well, that he gets amped up. He gets very excited when guys talk trash, So this is not for you or the viewers. This is directly for Usman. I'm going to embarrass you from start to finish, and I'm going to say it now, so when it gets replayed 10 years from now, I'll tell you, I told you so. I'm going to embarrass you, whether it's on national TV or if I see you right now here today, wherever I see you, I'm going to embarrass you for the words you have said.
There you go. So, Jorge Masvidal goes out. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he goes out looking for Usman. I don't know if they run into each other. I don't know how this occurs. But this was posted from the Sports Plus Life podcast, and it's a video. And, let's play that clip. So Usman's saying do something, and Masvidal saying don't come forward, and Usman isn't coming forward. He's just standing there yelling do something. Masvidal saying, "It's all right, buddy, you got a cast on. Go heal up. I ain't about to take advantage of you like that. You got a cast on."
You're the one walking away. You walked away a little. He pushed you back?
Masvidal's laughing because there's a tiny guy in front of Usman, and he said, "He pushed you back?" So you go. Just a little bit of, just a little dust up between the two yesterday, behind the scenes. Who do you think? Now, for one, do you think that's going to be the next fight for Jorge Masvidal? If it's not going to be Conor McGregor, because they're saying Conor's going to fight, what's his name? Who's Masvidal going to fight?
Yeah, I think this is kind of the start of the big play. I really do believe that. I would rather see McGregor fight Masvidal first, but it sounds like, McGregor might be close to fighting Diaz again, at least at some point this year. But for this weight class and for what you're seeing, Usman's got the belt. I think this is the one. I think Jorge's waiting for a good payday, and I think this will make sense from a payday perspective and the belt perspective, which I think Jorge's more invested in the payday. He's always said that for his family. I get that, but I think we're cooking something up here.
I'm a game-bred fighter fan. I'm a Jorge Masvidal fan.
You love Jorge.
I love Jorge. And as much as I want to shit on Usman and be like he's going to get his ass kicked, I don't know about that at all. We're talking about a guy that just stopped Colby Covington in the final round of that fight to TKO him with punches.
Yeah.
He beat Tyron Woodley the fight before that. He beat Rafael Dos Anjos the fight before that. Beat Damian Maia the fight before that. We're talking about a guy that has one loss on his record and no losses in the UFC.
And played some great fighters.
I don't give a shit about Conor. Can chill for a second. I want to see this.
Yeah.
I want to see Masvidal versus Usman. I think this is the fight to see. I do think Masvidal is a little bit too big for Conor. I'd like to see how it would go down, but it wouldn't surprise me if Conor gets his ass beat. This fight here, Usman versus Masvidal, that's the one I want to see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for that fight, and it sucks because there's not as much money there as there is Masvidal versus Conor McGregor.
Mm-hmm.
Way bigger fight, way more money.
Yeah.
But this is probably the better fight
for sure. And there's a belt, Jorge hasn't had a belt fight for a minute, right?
Yeah.
So I think that plays into this whole thing. But what I like about this fight is, Usman, extended this fight essentially with Colby Covington and wanted him to pay the whole entire fight. And then, of course, with seconds left in the last round against Covington, breaks his jaw, TKOs him, the whole thing, right?
Yep.
Masvidal is the same way. He wants to make people feel pain. He wants to punish people because he even came out in the Jim Rome interview yesterday and says, that's what the people want, man.
Yeah, they want violence.
They want violence. They want extreme violence.
Yep. And he talked about last year, it was a whole new game bred. It was a whole new Jorge Masvidal. He did not fight at all 2018. He took the whole year off because he had a few losses. He's like, I need to get my mind right. I need to refocus. I need to figure out what the hell's going on. So he came out, smoked Darren Till in March, came out, smoked Ben Askren in July, came out and smoked Nate Diaz in November, and now we're looking at a whole new fighter. John King makes a good point in the chat. Masvidal talks like he has 0 losses. That's a good point, but that's what I'm saying is he reinvented himself because before that he lost to Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. He lost to Damian Maia, who Usman beat right there. So he said he was a whole new game bred, and I actually have a clip from that as well. Here, let me play this for you. This is interesting to me.
I like this.
I had to resurrect. That means somebody had to die. Someone had to die.
Oh, whoops, my bad. Hold up. I messed it up. Damn it. I thought I had the clip ready to go. Let's see.
When you want to spend time with
Wouldn't it be so awesome to be really fucking rich now?
Because literally you can see my whole life.
You did the hard work.
To resurrect that means
all right,
3 amazing wins and the fact that you're the fighter of the year, and we're having these conversations, but none of this happens if you don't have the resurrection, the personal resurrection of 2018. What went into the resurrection? How did you get to that point, and what did you do exactly?
I had to resurrect. That means somebody had to die. Someone had to die. That old game bred is that those guys that lost those split decisions, that did this, that did that, that guy could no longer be a part of this program. For me to take it to the fight of the year, for me to get knockout of the year in the same year that I got fight of the year, all these things, it had to be a new person. So that dude, he's not alive, man. He actually got killed a long time ago. That's why it's the resurrection, because our old game bred hasn't been with us in a while.
That dude, what was his deal?
The old game bred hasn't been with us in a while.
Wow.
So
had to bury him.
I thought that was interesting. I thought the whole the convo was interesting. I find Jorge interesting. I find the resurrection interesting. I find the fact that he also talked about, hey, I have 3 years starting this year. That's it. I'm fighting for the next 3 years. I'm going hard. I'm taking all the biggest fights. I'm knocking MFers out. I'm the BMF. Everyone's going to know it. 3 years and I'm done. I've been fighting for too long. It's my time to cash out my prime. I'm not going to be one of those guys that hangs around too long, that sticks around the sport too long, gets beat up. Don Cerrone.
No shots.
No, I'm just kidding. But I love Cerrone, but you know what I'm saying. He's not going to be that guy. He said he's got 3 years left. He's in his prime right now. This game bred is going to be the game bred you saw in 2019. I'm interested to see it. I think, and like I said, Usman is no scrub. No, taking nothing away from Kamaru Usman. And that's why it's the fight I want to see. I think that's the fight. So that was interesting to me yesterday over at the Super Bowl. All right, let's move on to a little bit of this, Dal.
On this day, January 30th, 2000, the New York Mets announced that Garth Brooks would begin training with the team on February 20th via spring training. Do you know about this?
No.
This is awesome.
I did not.
Okay, so let's go back a little bit.
Say it again.
Okay. So on this day, which we already went over the day.
Yeah, not the whole thing, Dal.
The New York Mets announced that Garth Brooks would begin spring training with the team February 20th, 2000.
Wow.
2000.
I didn't even know about that.
How about this? Let's go behind a little bit here. So Garth Brooks was a huge baseball fan. We all know that. He was actually signed by the San Diego Padres to a minor league contract on February 12th, 1999. Also served spring training with them. He was an infielder. He went 1 for 22, an average of .045, and was used mostly as a pinch hitter and left fielder. His lone hit was a pinch hit second inning single off of Mike Soroka on March 21st. Then he goes in. New York Mets invite him in the year 2000, 20 years ago, for some spring training. He went 0 for 17 and 4 walks during that stint.
0 for 17.
It was,
Nice one, G.
It was not so great.
That way, GB.
And I think that's obviously, you're not a big baseball guy, but you're kind of baseball guy. That's probably why we didn't know about this. It wasn't a very good time that he spent. That being said, last year, he was invited back for the 20-year anniversary to the Padres and spent the week of training camp with the Padres last year.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, just kind of a charitable thing, and hung out with the guys. But yeah, kind of interesting, dude. At that time, Garth Brooks, this was the whole Garth Brooks, Chris Gaines saga, and kind of dealing with that. And Garth Brooks came out with the handlebar mustache, dude, with the Mets uniform, looking fire.
Nice.
So yeah, man, we wanted to give some shouts out to Garth Brooks, man. On this day, January 30th, 2000.
Baker Sell. Garth was the absolute worst publicity stunt in all of baseball. Dude, I thought when I saw like musicians, and now you see a lot of athletes. Russell Wilson, he goes and works out every year with a team.
You bet.
There's a bunch of different athletes that do it now for conditioning, but music stars, it's kind of like, fellas,
you know, what are we doing?
Especially, I guess that was 20 years ago, Garth. But terrible.
If MTV was still around doing the Rock and Jock Jam, you know, then I understand.
Rock and Jock spring training. Oh, nice.
Yeah, then I understand.
Rock and Jock spring training. All right, that was on this day.
Mm-hmm.
Who says this? I slapped Garth Brooks out of his rhinestone shirt.
Ooh.
What rapper?
Give me the era.
90s. Came out in the 90s.
Oh, damn it.
No,
Jalal, you know?
Jalal?
What is it?
Here's the lyrics. I'll slap Garth Brooks out of his rhinestone shirt. 90s rapper.
90s. Biggie?
Kid Rock.
No, but he's from the D.
Is he?
It's Marshall. I slapped Garth Brooks at his rhinestone shirt.
Damn,
my mind won't work. That kind of old-ass high voice M.
Yeah.
Damn, I was going to say Bubba Sparks. I guess that would have been way off.
Bubba Sparks.
What about the Nappy Roots?
All my life, Bim Pow. Yeah, that's good shit. All right, let's move into Super Bowl talk, man. Some Super Bowl shit this week, sponsored by SeatGeek. My Aunt Berta hit me up to use the SeatGeek code the other day.
Did she?
Shout out to her.
Shout out to Aunt Berta.
Use the code underrated on SeatGeek.com or within the SeatGeek app for $20 off your first purchase on SeatGeek. So if you've never used it before, throw in the code underrated. They'll give you $20 off any tickets that you're going to purchase there. We'll end the football segment with heaters, but let's start off with this. Some things you should know about Super Bowl 44.
Yeah.
Oh, Super Bowl 54. Sorry.
54.
44.
44, old school. You bet. So let's go into a couple different ones, and these are just kind of random things to think about as we approach this. Maybe some fun facts, maybe some interesting tidbits. But I like this. So let's start out with number one. Are you familiar that Super Bowl 54 will be played at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami?
Yes,
right? We know this.
of course.
Right? Everybody knows this. Now, this is the 6th Super Bowl to take place at the stadium, although the venue has had a different name for almost every championship. Did you know that?
No.
Let's take it back.
I know I know some old stadium names. Wait.
Do you? Hit me with one that you think.
Oh, I know for sure. Joe Robbie was Miami Stadium one year. I think.
What year?
Oh shit.
Can you take a guess? Joe Robbie Stadium.
Joe Robbie 80s, 90s?
95.
Oh.
95 was that Super Bowl. Yep. What's another one?
Dude, I think they'd say that in Ace Ventura.
Do they?
Remember that's in Miami Dolphins? It's 90s, 80s stadium.
Yeah.
Out of Joe Robbie Stadium, right into the kickoff. I think they say that in
bet
Ace
they
Ventura.
do.
Yeah. So that one, Qualcomm, I think, was San Diego.
Correct.
That pops in my head for some reason. It was some of those telecom company. I don't know. Give them to me. I can't think of it.
All right. In 99, Pro Player Stadium.
Pro Player Stadium. I remember that one.
Remember that
Damn
one?
it. Yes.
Nice. 2007, Dolphin Stadium.
Okay. Yeah, pretty standard.
And 2010, Sun Life Stadium.
Okay.
Kind of interesting, right? That it has that many names. And of course, this year again, Super Bowl 54, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. So, and we all obviously know that it's the Hard Rock Stadium this year. So, anyways, another one. This will be the 11th time a Super Bowl has been played in South Florida. The Miami ranks first among all host cities, with New Orleans 10 coming in a close second.
Oh.
Kind of interesting
Yeah,
facts,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Trying to think of another one here. Let's see here. How about if the Niners win Super Bowl 54, they will tie the New England Patriots and Pittsburgh Steelers for the most Super Bowl victories in NFL history at 6.
Okay.
Kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
So that's a big one for your 49er fans, I guess you'd say.
Super Bowl titles.
Yeah.
It's going for 6 rings. I'm
You
sure
bet.
the 49er fans know that now.
Sure, sure.
They know they're well approaching 6.
And if you didn't know this one, this game will be played between the Chiefs, right, and the 49ers, making this the first time these two teams have ever met in a Super Bowl.
Interesting.
Which I think a lot of people knew that because of the Chiefs, right? 50
Yeah.
years, that whole thing. Which, this is the first Super Bowl appearance for the Chiefs in 50 years. The last time Kansas City made it this far was January 11th, 1970, when the Chiefs topped the Minnesota Vikings in that Super Bowl for their first and only Lombardi Trophy.
Mm-hmm. That's why Chiefs fans they're starved. But
they're AP's hungry.
They spent all that money, built that badass stadium in the 70s, Arrowhead.
Yeah.
They haven't done nothing with it.
And AP's like, well, hey, it's still got the best decibel rating in the NFL right now.
Done anything with it.
Uh-huh.
It's supposed to win AFC championships in that place.
Yeah.
They finally got their first one. Congrats, guys.
Yeah. So
in Arrowhead.
So there's some kind of simple facts, tidbits, some things to think about as you're going into this. Some kind of obvious, some are kind of interesting. So that's what I got for you today.
Jalal, I need your attention here. I'm going to give you guys some Media Day trivia. This is trivia. This is some answers, some questions and answers that were asked at Media Day to Chiefs and Niners players and coaches.
I'm ready.
The first one, Tyreek Hill's favorite thing about Patrick Mahomes. What do you think is just his favorite thing would be about Patrick Mahomes? Something physical, something about him.
His hair.
That's what I was going to say.
His hair. Okay, both of you guys. His hair. I feel like Family Feud.
Let's double
his
up.
His hair. All right.
His hair. Okay, let's go.
Is it his hair? Let's see what we got. What is his favorite thing about Pat Mahomes?
Survey says.
Oh, wait. I'm on the wrong. Oh, wait. What? I'm on the wrong sound. Just a second. Let me get my life together. Okay. Now my life's together.
I'm almost there.
All right, here we go.
What's my favorite Patrick Mahomes moment? Probably when he comes in the huddle and he sounds like a frog. That's probably my favorite moment. I crack up every time.
Here he goes, an impression.
Do it right. I can't do that no more because he ain't gonna throw me the ball no more.
He tried to do the impression.
Yeah, he said, 0 right. Look at Tyreek Hill trashing Pat Mahomes
Voice
in
the huddle.
Yeah. All right, next one up. Which teammate would Emmanuel Sanders? Oh, I got to give you guys both the L on that one.
I'm never siding with Jalal ever again.
Which teammate would Emmanuel Sanders most trust to watch his kids? What do you guys think?
Ooh, and Emmanuel Sanders is new to the team.
Emmanuel Sanders new to the San Francisco 49ers. Which 49er teammate, not coach, which teammate would he trust to watch his kids?
Richard Sherman.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
definitely not.
I'm gonna say Jimmy G.
Jimmy G to watch the kids.
Yeah.
What do you say, Sherman?
No, I was just.
Oh, you're changing
Sherman,
it?
I don't know enough
Sherman,
49er
Sherman,
players to make a guess.
Well, Jimmy G's the quarterback.
Jimmy G, yeah. The leader.
I'll run with
you
you.
know, he's going to run the household.
going-
He's going to run the team. Jimmy G.
That
You
makes
guys are
sense.
both on Jimmy G. All right. Oops. Sorry, I got to find it, fellas. Okay. Ready?
Yeah, ready.
Who on the team would you most trust to watch your kids?
To watch my kids, Richard Sherman.
Wow.
Wow.
We call him Uncle Richard. You know, you call somebody an uncle. Well, some people uncles are crazy, right? But he's like Uncle Richard, a.k.a. babysitter. You know what I mean? Like, he's very responsible.
There you go. He's
Wow,
very
he's very
responsible.
responsible. I didn't
You gotta
understand
go with your gut.
the other stuff.
Gotta go with your gut. I can't believe you changed it up, Jalal. You had it.
Yeah.
You had it.
Dude, the other shit didn't make any sense, but finally he says what he had to say.
Very
But,
responsible.
Yeah, very responsible. Okay.
Very, very responsible.
There you go.
All right. Which actor from the Oceans series? You guys seen Oceans 11, Oceans 12,
Oh, yeah,
Oceans
yeah.
13,
Uh-huh.
okay? Which actor from the Oceans series did Tyrann Mathieu thank for cheering for them, for rooting for them to win this Super Bowl?
Bernie Mac's deceased.
Yes, so obviously it's not,
Not
Bernie
Bernie
Mac.
Mac.
Jesus.
Well, I know. I'm just
I like your process. You're thinking it out.
let's
Thinking out
see.
loud. A little
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran. I
Yeah, a
like
little-
it.
Thank you. Who did he thank for cheering him on? Tyrann Mathieu.
Which actor? Pull up IMDb. Actually, well, Jalal, you can't. If you don't know these people.
I'm gonna.
Brad Pitt.
You're going Pitt?
I'll go Clooney.
Pitt and Clooney, of course. The two big names.
The two big dogs.
Right? The two big names.
I didn't want to say Andy Garcia.
And?
Yeah, shout out to Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're
Hey,
glad
man.
that you're rooting for us.
I'm going on Family Feud.
We spent a lot of money
Yeah.
on you, man, and your movies. So,
We spent a lot of money on you and your movies,
Nice.
man. There we go. So thank you for rooting for us. All right, next one. According to George Kittle, who is the worst texter on his team? Worst texter on the San Francisco 49ers, or worst texter back. Sorry, the person to text back.
Text back.
The worst on the San Francisco team. He texts them, and they continually
avoid him. Too busy.
leave him on red, mess with him, don't
Well,
text back.
It's not Jimmy G because they're pretty good friends.
Okay.
So they'd be hanging out all the time. So it's not Jimmy G. Let me say Bosa.
Joey Bosa.
I'm gonna say Bosa.
You?
Emmanuel Sanders.
Sanders. All right. Here we go. Here's the answer.
He is the worst texter of all time. I'm telling you, he leaves me on red all the time. I'll be like, hey, Jimmy, I got a question. Maybe on this play, should I run my route like this? No response. Jimmy, you want to go to a movie? No response. And then the next day, he's like, yeah, I got your text. I just didn't respond. Thanks, Jim. That's awesome.
It's Jimmy G. Because they're always hanging out. I swear.
Dude, why would you guess someone from the defense? Why would he be texting someone from the defense a ton and mad that he's not getting responses?
Because Kittle's that dude. He be texting everybody. He's the party man.
I don't know.
Look at his haircut.
I understand his haircut. I think that's bad.
You understand it, but you don't
Bad
appreciate
logic. But I don't like his haircut. I don't like his haircut
it.
at
And
all.
I told you it wasn't Jimmy G because they'd be hanging out all the time.
All right, next one. According to Tyreek Hill, which of his teammates believes in aliens?
I want to say Tyrann Mathieu because he's a weird dude. He seems like a weird dude. The honey badger. He's a weird guy.
Okay.
So I want to say Tyrann Mathieu.
Okay.
What do you say, Jalal?
I'll run with you on that.
The Badger. All right, answer.
having Sammy on this team is fun, man. Like, his personality is crazy. He believes in aliens and all this other crazy stuff. So
I don't know.
Okay, so he said having Sammy on this team.
Oh,
Who's
really?
Sammy?
Sammy Watkins.
Sammy Watkins. Here's Sammy Watkins' response to that.
Not really into conspiracies, but
You could go out on.
And then he says, I'm not really into conspiracies. So I don't know if Tyreek Hill's lying.
Yeah.
I don't know if Tyreek Hill's not telling the truth. But
because I think Kelsey would be another one, because Kelsey a weird dude too. But,
Kelsey is a weird dude.
Kelsey a weird dude.
All right. Coach Shanahan.
Kyle.
If Kyle Shanahan had to go on a date with either Lizzo, Rihanna, or Cardi B, who would he choose?
Lizzo.
Did he answer that question?
He answered the question.
Lizzo. 100%. Lizzo.
You? Lizzo.
Lizzo, Rihanna, or who?
Cardi B.
He's not messing with Cardi.
Barty and Arari? Are you kidding me?
Shanahan's not going with Cardi. Rihanna.
Riri. All right, here we go.
I got really into conspiracies.
Oh, my bad. Hold
Go
on.
out on a date with Lizzo, Rihanna, or Cardi B. Who would you choose? Lizzo, definitely.
Yeah.
My kids love her music the most, so
Of course,
that's
my
the one
kids.
we listen to in the car the most. So it'd have
There you go. Have to be Lizzo.
to be her. They'd be.
That fool's tripping.
I know, right? Passing on Rihanna.
Yeah, Riri. Oof.
All right. Which Chiefs player eats Chick-fil-A before each game?
Before what?
Which Chiefs player eats Chick-fil-A before each game?
Somebody on the defense for sure. Let's
One
see
of the
here.
line.
God. Let me think of some of the defensive line. What's that guy that just came back from injury?
I can't tell. Dallas.
Damn it. Jalal. Do you have anybody?
I don't know. Who's the center?
The center.
That guy don't get it.
Oh, the
much.
center. That's fine. Just go with the
Yeah.
center. Dallas, you're taking too long. I got.
Yeah, I don't have anybody.
I eat Chick-fil-A before every game. So what I do is Chick-fil-A don't open on Sunday. I grab a chicken sandwich Saturday. Listen, man, hey, you can't change up. I started it 2 years ago. 2 years ago when I broke the sack record. So what I did was I was eating Chick-fil-A every day. So I was like, listen, this is it.
Who's that? Suggs?
It's Chris Jones.
Chris Jones.
Chris Jones.
Yep.
You're on the right track. Chris Jones just came back from injury.
He was out all year, so I forgot about him, but I remembered him coming back, and that's who I thought it was, but my bad.
How about
Sorry,
this?
Chiefs fans. Sorry,
All right,
AP.
Two more. Does Travis Kelce like Cool Ranch Doritos or Nacho Cheese Doritos better? Is he a Cool Ranch guy or a Nacho Cheese guy?
Nacho cheese.
Cool Ranch.
Survey says
Blue Doritos.
Blue Doritos.
Oh, so he's the Cool Ranch.
Cool Ranch,
Damn
baby.
it.
Blue Doritos. All right, and the last one. Who does Tyreek Hill say that's faster than him?
Ooh, not on the team? On his team? Shit.
I can't give you that info.
Well,
Who's faster than him?
not Hardman. Hardman's pretty close, but he's not faster than him. I'm gonna say Hardman just because.
Cole Hardman?
Yeah, Cole Hardman.
G-Lad?
I don't know. Go
No,
Watkins.
no Damian Williams? It doesn't matter.
Damian Williams not faster.
Well, Damian Williams claimed he was faster, and then remember Tyreek caught up to him when he was
Yeah.
running just to kind of prove to him?
Oh yeah.
Here's who's faster than Tyreek Hill.
Hey, bro, I'm the Cheeto, baby. I'm the fastest land animal in the world, man. Man, my mom, she had me outside catching chickens one time, man. She just put about 6 chickens in front of me. She was like, go catch them, man.
There you go. Nobody's faster than him. Trick question, fellas. That wraps up the Super Bowl.
I thought you were gonna say the chickens.
Super Bowl media day. The chickens are faster
The
than
chickens are
Tyreek Hill.
faster.
Yeah, he said I'm the cheetah, baby. I'm the fastest land animal. So
AP says his baby mama.
got him. Got him. Oh, that's funny. His baby mama. Nice one. So there you go. Some Super Bowl media day questions there. Do you have the Madden simulation, Jalal? The CBS Sports link? I think it's in the notes. If I didn't put it in the notes, I can put it in right now. Let me see. Oh, I might have put it at the bottom. Let me see.
Put it.
No, I'll put it in right now. Okay, so CBS Sports did all right, it's right below. Did a Madden simulation before we pick ours, before we give our heaters for the final game of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on here. Oh, it's playing the end of this song. I was like,
That's
what?
K-Dot.
It's talking. K-Dot. There you go. Yeah, I'm on the Kendrick shit. All right, cool.
Shoot me a text. It's not. You know how that iCloud is.
I know, but I'm going to have to text you from the notes because I don't have texting on my computer because I hate texting on my computer. But texting on my computer would probably be a lot better in this instance.
I wish this thing was just real time, like it just popped up, but it takes like 5 minutes.
See, it does on mine, but I don't. My shit's just tight.
You got the OG.
My shit just works, bro. What do you mean the OG? I got the iPhone 10.
The OG laptop.
Or 10s. Oh, yeah. There you go.
That's the joint with the CD drive.
The CD drive, yeah. You took it out. This will hook me up with this laptop.
Dude, speaking of CD drives, they were telling me if I want to submit evidence, I got to put it on a CD drive. I'm like, I don't even know where to get a CD drive.
What? Like burn a disc?
I had a picture on my phone, and I was like, I want to, present this picture. And they're like, if you give us your phone as evidence, it has to stay for 30 days.
Oh, my
and
God.
I was like, what?
They make it ridiculous.
They said you have to put it on a CD drive.
Oh,
and then
my
put
gosh.
it into like a little player, and it plays. I was like,
that is insane. Are you kidding me right now?
Give him that with a mixtape, man, from 2000.
They just
think
no shit.
Burn that day up.
Throw you off.
That was the worst. Terrible.
Man, I haven't burnt a CD in years.
I don't even. Can you go get those at Walmart, or I don't even know if they still have them.
I think probably Office Depot still sells them shitty computers. You got them disk drives you can burn.
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think let's do it. Dude, we need a most underrated Madden tournament. Oh, I second that, John King. That'd be really, really fire.
I can't get on that.
I'm going to have to get some interns in here to help me set up Twitch and help me set up my streaming and all this shit so I can get it cracking.
Hey, we could get that going.
That'd be fun.
You guys are ready.
That'd be fun. I need to get back on it. I know AP would be down. When we used to live together, we'd be just having Madden tournaments every night, bro. Just getting pissed off at each other, getting mad,
Twitch
betting money. Oh, it was dope. He said this segment was hot fire. Thank you, AP.
Hey,
maybe we can make some money that way. Just play some people, put some money up.
We got to be good though,
or lose a lot of money.
Or lose a lot of money.
Depends.
I used to be really good, and I took a break from it because it was just so time consuming to be that good.
You're trying to get all those cards.
Yeah, you were, and then they started Madden Ultimate Team, and it was a wrap. I was like just way too competitive. I was trying to get all the I'm trying to get the old ass Barry Sanders card and shit. Like trying to get Barry as my running back, and I'm trying to get Marcus Allen and shit. Steve Atwater is
Love
fun.
Steve.
Yeah, dude,
he should still be in the Hall of Fame for the Broncos Ring of Fame.
Am I playing this video of them talking?
No, not the video at the top. Just scroll down, and you're gonna see the clips. So you'll see
the GIFs
at the yep. You'll see the GIFs. So just put it up on the screen, the GIFs, and this is kind of just the highlights of how CBS Sports Madden simulation went and who they think is going to win the game according to them simulating the game on Madden 2020 with the current players' ratings, roster, everything else. So this is kind of how that's going to go down according to them.
So this is like kickoff right here?
Yeah, this is yep. So there you go. Kickoff. At the start, it looked like Kansas City was going to do Kansas City things, putting up points in bunches. However, with just under 2 minutes left in the first quarter, Pat Mahomes throws a pick in the end zone with the Chiefs going in from the 25-yard line. You see that there?
Mm-hmm.
He throws the pick. It's the one right up from it. So the pick was before that. There you go.
There you go.
Oh, it's all messed up. Whatever. You can scroll it down. And then the 49ers drive it down, take advantage as Kansas City's having trouble protecting Mahomes, come out, score a touchdown there. And then just 3 plays later, Garoppolo delivers a dart to rookie Deebo Samuel to take San Francisco up 14-0 in the third quarter.
Yeah, I love Deebo.
I'm sorry, in the second quarter.
That guy's like a running back, wide receiver. He's a man. He's a jack of all trade.
Yes, sir.
I like that guy.
The ensuing possession, Mahomes throws his second interception of the evening, but it was hardly his fault. The virtual Sammy Watkins had one of those plays that would make you either snap your controller in half or throw it at your television and shut the game off entirely. He had the ball go right through his hands, and it fell into the breadbasket of the middle linebacker, Fred Warner, who would later be named Super Bowl MVP.
Wow.
Hey, a little spoiler alert. If you're looking to put down some betting, some futures, some prop bets, what about Fred Warner?
What was he, plus 2,000?
Give me the line on Fred Warner as I finish this here.
God.
Pull up Fred Warner for me. Kansas City did show a brief glimpse of brilliance as Mahomes went on a surgical fourth-quarter drive where he completed all 6 of his passes for 75 yards, including a 12-yard touchdown pass to Damian Williams. The Niners cut the Niners' lead to 10, but a late field goal by Robbie Gould really put the comeback out of reach with just 3 seconds remaining in Super Bowl 54, and the Chiefs still trying to cling to any remaining hope of the championship. Mahomes' deep shot was caught for a title-clinching interception by veteran cornerback Richard Sherman. 20-7 final. San Francisco 49ers are your Super Bowl 54 champions, according to the EA Sports Madden simulation on CBS Sports.
That was a cool little idea.
Yeah, dude. What do you think of that? You got the Niners raising the trophy. I'm not sure that's how it's going to go down. I definitely don't see it being 20-7. I mean, we're talking about a team that this would have to be Denver Broncos 2013 Super Bowl bad, bro.
Mm-hmm.
For them to only score 7 points, that would have to be the kind of shitting the bed the Broncos did there against Seattle. It was against Sherman. You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, my gosh. The most prolific offense in history, and then they couldn't score any points.
Mm-hmm.
First play of the game, snapped it over Peyton's head for a safety. That was tight.
All right, so let's get back to Fred Warner real quick. Right now at the opening, I'm going to give you some opening spreads. Let's start with him real quick.
Yeah.
Fred Warner, MVP, Super Bowl odds, plus 6,600.
Wow.
Yeah. Jimmy G, plus 200. Raheem Mostert, which is probably going to touch the ball quite a bit, plus 500. George Kittle, plus 2,800.
For Super Bowl MVP, huh?
Super Bowl MVP. Debo Samuel, who in theory made that touchdown, plus 5,000.
5 racks for
5 racks for
it's
Debo.
tough for a wide receiver to get.
It's very
it's
tough,
dude.
Yeah.
And especially in a run-heavy offense like San Francisco's got. No shot Debo's getting the Super Bowl MVP.
You know where I'd put my money?
You should probably put your money on Debo now.
I'm going to put my money on Kyle Juszczyk.
Oh, really?
At plus 8,000.
The fullback?
The things
really?
The things that he does.
That's a waste of your money. How much money are you putting down? Just give it to me.
I'm putting 100.
Just give it to me. I'll house it.
All right, I'll put 100 down.
100 to win $8,000. Kyle Juszczyk?
Yep.
The
things he's going to do
I'll cover it.
to allow the
I'll cover
run.
it.
Oh, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
The thing he's going to do to allow the run, so they're going to make the guy that opened up all the holes the Super Bowl MVP. Let me show me the last lineman that got Super Bowl MVP then, Dal. By your logic.
Juszczyk.
Oh my
I think
God.
just by his name, they're not going to give him that.
Put your money.
Because the announcer won't be able to pronounce it.
Yeah, that's.
They'll be like, who's the second guy? All right, let's give him that.
I'm staying.
You're staying away from that?
Extremely far away from that. Before we pick the game and shit, let me tell you this, dude. Do you remember Kyle Shanahan's last experience at the Super Bowl?
Yes, the worst with the Falcons and the Patriots.
Right. Do you remember how much?
Yeah.
Do you tell the story really quickly of how much money you had on the line?
Yeah.
For some new listeners or someone that may not remember.
Yeah, so that year, at the beginning of the year, I made a couple bets on Super Bowl winners, and obviously I had to bet the Broncos because that's your team. And I took a couple wild cards. I also took the Patriots. I also took the Colts, and I took the Atlanta Falcons, and I put $50 on them, and I think their odds, I can't even remember their odds now, but it was $50 to win $1,400.
Oh.
At the end of the day,
bro,
and at halftime, and you know what it was, dude, at 28-3 will always be just ingrained into my brain. 28-3. I hate those numbers.
Yeah, so that was the last time Kyle Shanahan was at the Super Bowl. I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember him? Do you remember the whole fiasco that happened with him losing his backpack at Super Bowl Media Day?
Yes, I do.
Let me refresh your memory.
Lost his iPad and all the stuff that was in there. Yep.
So Kyle Shanahan, at the last Super Bowl, you'll remember, he had agreed in principle to become the next San Francisco 49ers head coach. It was a terribly kept secret heading into Super Bowl week. Supposed to be a secret. Everybody knew it. So at media night, he was just surrounded. His area was surrounded by people because everyone was trying to ask him a ton of questions about the San Francisco 49ers job and all this shit. Well, Shanahan's media session, he answered all the questions. He did his thing. So after he had spent his prescribed hour that they told him he had to do, the Patriots started coming in, and their press period started. Well, Shanahan realizes as everyone starts to disperse, oh shit, I don't have my backpack. I look around, I don't see my backpack. The backpack's gone. Quote, I was panicked, not because of the game plan or anything, which it was on the iPad, because you need codes and stuff to get into there. And we have other iPads, so it's not that big of a deal. But I had 48 Super Bowl tickets in there that I had bought for family members and everything. I was carrying a lot of money from that and a lot of IOUs and stuff. I was very panicked about the tickets and the cash in the bag.
Dang.
Holy shit, dude. Can you imagine that? So he goes through this whole ordeal, losing his backpack, losing Super Bowl tickets he promised to people, iPad with the game plans on it, all this shit in the backpack. Just freaked out. I mean, in that moment, IOUs? What is he doing? Is this Dumb and Dumber? What do you mean IOUs? He got a briefcase full.
Lamborghini. Oh, that's a good one. You should keep that one.
250,000. Yep, that's a car.
That's a good.
You should keep that one. The whole team left me. The Patriots came in. I was walking around there looking for my backpack frantically. Ran into more media people, still having to do interviews from my past deal. So he got wrapped up in the Patriots media session. They started trying to ask him questions. He was just there looking for his backpack. They back him into a corner, and now he's starting to having to field questions. I was trying not to come off as a jerk by blowing them off, but I was certainly stressed out and trying to find my backpack. Can you imagine that? I would have been like, what are you doing?
What's the street value of 48,
out of my face.
48 Super Bowl tickets?
No
What's the street
shit.
value?
Yeah, well, it's probably half that, or a different amount plus, but a bunch of cash.
Yeah.
Even better.
Jesus.
You got a bunch of Super Bowl tickets and you got cash. Holy shit.
I'm going to Popeyes.
So Shanahan never located his backpack at Minute Maid Field because it was no longer there. There was another backpack left unclaimed. It was green, just like Shanahan's, and easily identified that it belonged to Spanier. So Artie Spanier, another reporter, picked up his backpack, dude.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, took the wrong effing backpack. I know. So that was Kyle Shanahan's last experience at the Super Bowl. This one, obviously, off to a better start. Things are going a little bit better for him.
He's going on a date. He's going on a date with Lizzo.
Going on a date with Lizzo, apparently, because his kids love her. That's great. It's great stuff. So, yeah, I think this one should be in line to go a lot better for Kyle. And with that said, let's jump into heaters.
All right, Em. This is my heater. I dare you to hit it.
Hot shit. I'm going too hot, lady. Here comes the hot
Heaters.
Yeah.
Super Bowl week.
Last one of the entire year.
Last of the year, yeah. Dal Palantonio took the season championship. I'm 2 games down, so I can no longer catch him no matter what happens here. So shout out to Dal. I owe him $20.
Yes.
Which I'll send over, or I'll try to somehow get back from you with another bet.
Well, it sounds like if you're going to house that Kyle Juszczyk for me, I think you should be good.
How's the Juszczyk? Do you want to give the picks first, or do you have some prop bets?
Yeah, man. There's a couple prop bets if you wanna do those real quick.
Yeah, let's get those really quick.
All right. So check this out. Which player will score a touchdown in the game? Patrick Mahomes at plus 370. How about that for a prop bet?
First in the game?
Or yeah, which player will score a touchdown in the game?
Oh,
And-
just a touchdown?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, isn't
It's
that
not the first touchdown?
Yeah. It doesn't. It just says which player will score a touchdown in the game. I don't know
He's
why.
plus what?
Plus 370.
So Vegas is saying that, geez, by those odds, they're thinking that he's not going to find any room to run against San Francisco.
Sounds like it.
Yeesh. I mean, I know you got Bosa on the outside, and you got, I don't know, dude. I still think Mahomes can get outside the pocket and do some damage.
Right.
I still think it's, especially, I mean, look at the last game against the Titans, where he just ran all over them. Like I said, he's been the leading rusher for the Chiefs the past 2 playoff games. He was the leading rusher in the divisional round and then in the championship round there.
Yep.
So I'd take that. I'd put some money on that, plus 375.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not bad.
How about
What else?
How about will an offensive lineman score a touchdown? Either team, yes, is plus 3,300.
Oh, I love that bet.
That's a great bet.
Because of the fact that you have 2 tricky kind of play callers, Kyle Shanahan and Andy Reid.
Very tricky.
They're both trying to do some tricky shit down around the goal line. I like that little tackle eligible action. I'll take a flyer on that one. You know, you put, what was it, plus what?
Plus 3,300.
So 100 wins you $3,000, $3,300. $10 wins you $300. Why not take a risk on $10?
Yeah, $10 is $10. Even being unemployed,
$10 wins you $330. I'm in. I'll put $10 on a tackle eligible.
we got Jalal with the eyebrows raised over here.
Oh, does that mean you're kind of whoa?
Yeah, $10. I'm in.
His spidey senses.
AP says, "Can we get Jalal's heater bet for a chance to go 100%?"
Whoa.
I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out.
Oh, come on, man. You got to.
For that reason.
Just think about it. That's a good one, Jalal. 100%. First scoring play between either team. This one, though, has it at Chiefs TD plus 150. I think, Madden says no, but I think that's a pretty good bet.
That the first scoring play of the game is a Chiefs TD?
Chiefs TD.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Just not, the odds aren't in your favor.
Right.
You get one thing and then the rest of the board is available. It's just too. For the odds, it's not good. What are the odds? 150? Yeah. Nah, I don't like it.
Yeah. How about this one? Will Jimmy G throw an interception? Yes, at minus 135.
What's no?
They don't have it.
Doesn't say.
They don't have it. That one's pretty.
I guess maybe it's the other option.
Yeah.
Plus 135. Maybe not.
Super Bowl MVP?
I don't know if he's going to throw the ball enough.
I don't
he
think so
threw the
either.
ball 8 times last game.
If the Chiefs play it right, they're going to make him throw.
If they can put up a bunch of points early.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. San Francisco's such a balanced team. It's like they're so good on both sides of the ball.
Both sides.
They're Tennessee on the offensive side, but they have a defense that can beat the shit out of you and stop you too. So they'll run it down your throat and eat up clock like Tennessee does with Henry, but they have a way better defense.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting.
I agree. A couple more. Super Bowl MVP, Travis Kelce at plus 1,400. I think that's a nice bet.
I like that. I could see, the Chiefs do damage. I don't know. I'd have to look up some stats on San Francisco against the tight end. I don't know how they defend tight ends. I'm not sure how good they are, but I like that.
Yeah.
Kelce, you could probably say if the Niners eliminate Kelce and Kelce doesn't do anything, chances are, they're probably not, they're going to need a lot of weapons to win this game.
Yeah.
It's not going to be one guy that's going to beat you. You're going to need help from everybody. If you eliminate anyone fully, trouble. And that's on either side.
Yeah, no doubt. One more, I think let's do, and then let's get into our heaters. How many passing yards will Jimmy G record? Over 300.5 is at plus 330.
Over under what is it? 3 what?
Just over 300. So 300
total.
Yeah.
At 300.5. So you'd have to have 301 or more.
You got it.
Shit.
And that's plus 330.
Gosh. I wouldn't touch it, dude. They're just such a running first team. Run. I don't know. When's the last time Jimmy G had over 300 yards passing? I'd have to look that up.
Definitely not the last time they played the Chiefs this year.
Right. Tough, dude.
So, but yeah, man, there's a couple prop bets. There's some pretty good ones out there, but those are just a few that I pulled real quick. But anyways.
Spread is still in the Chiefs' favor, minus 1.5. I'm seeing some books have moved it to 1, but most books are still at 1.5. So you got the Niners plus 1.5 or the Chiefs minus 1.5. Where are you going here for this?
For me, this is a tough one.
As tight as you can get, really.
This is tough. AP is gonna hate me, man, but I'm taking the 49ers. They're just too well balanced on both sides of the ball. Just like you said, we've seen it time and time before. I think Kyle Shanahan. You could argue that he's obviously a redemption game for him. He's gonna he's trying to show everybody that he does have what it takes. He doesn't have that loser mentality. He's not gonna go up 28-3 and loses shit. And the play caller, unfortunately, you can blame the coach, but I think he was to blame for a lot of that after that recent bowl there. But then you look at Andy Reid hasn't won a Super Bowl yet. He's got something to prove. Last time with Donovan McNabb in Philly, the Chiefs haven't been there in 50 years. You can argue a lot of different things, but I just think the 49ers are going to be just a little too much on D for the Chiefs, and they're going to really slow the game down and do the running game, just like you said, and I think the 49ers are going to get it done.
Dude, this was just...
So plus 1.5 for me.
This feels like flipping a coin. It's such a love-hate relationship that I have with this Super Bowl pick. And, gosh, everyone loves Mahomes. I hate betting against Mahomes just because of what they can do so quickly.
Yeah.
Him and Andy Reid together with the Ferraris that he had. It's just the ultimate combination. That guy would be good on the Jaguars. But you give him Andy Reid and you give him the Ferraris?
Yeah.
Who's been able to stop him? I know we got the crazy Niners D. So that's why it just feels I'm being like this. I'm being in the middle. It's tug of war. back and forth the whole week. And I think that's why I've been waking up thinking every day is Friday since Tuesday, because I'm so excited to just see what happens. I'm excited to watch the chess match. I'm excited to see the defensive game plan by Robert Saleh. I love the defense. I love the defense he's put together over there this year for the Niners. And I want to see what he does against those Ferraris, against Pat Mahomes. How does he keep him in the pocket? How does he keep him from getting outside and destroying you? You saw what Tennessee did. They tried to put up a bunch of coverage and rush 3. Got smoked. You know, same thing the week before. So it's interesting, man. Yeah. Very, very interesting. For me, it's just, I feel like it's old school handicapping here. I think the 49ers have the stronger defense. They have the better running attack. And those are the two most important elements in beating a Patrick Mahomes-led team. I think running the ball, controlling the clock, the 49ers can keep Mahomes on the sidelines and out of rhythm like I thought Tennessee might be able to do, but their defense just couldn't get it done.
Just not enough.
They played the wild card game, then they went into Baltimore and beat them. They just didn't have enough in the tank. It's not that Tennessee's not good or deserving to be there. They just didn't have enough in the tank. The Ferraris they rested during the bye week.
Mike Vrabel forgot to bring his jersey to the game. That's what it comes down to.
So that's just kind of how I feel there, man. I feel like they're going to be able to keep him out of rhythm. They have one of the few defenses that can rush for and pressure Mahomes. I also give an edge to Kyle Shanahan and the San Francisco coaching staff, just because, not to take anything away from Andy Reid. I love Andy Reid as a whole, but I think I love Andy Reid by himself, but I think the coaching staff as a whole on the San Francisco 49ers with Robert Saleh, with Kyle Shanahan, I think they're a better staff overall. Again, hate to bet against Mahomes. He's definitely getting the edge in this QB matchup by a wide margin. It's not even close.
No question.
We're not even talking about that. I don't love the bet, but I'm going with one that makes football sense to me. Like I said, old school handicapping, and it's the San Francisco 49ers. Dang. Plus the 1.5.
I'm with you. By the way, AP says, Dallas, you rice-a-roni eating son of a bitch.
Especially being from Kansas, Dal. I don't know how you get out. I don't know how you make it out of the show alive.
It's because of the AFC. I can't take the Chiefs. I just can't, man.
Yeah, it's couldn't do it.
Yep.
I couldn't do it either. I just couldn't do it. It just didn't make sense to me. As much as I want to take the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want to give them a shot. It just didn't make sense to me. So there are the Heaters Super Bowl picks, man. DraftKings tournament. It just went live. So if you were trying to get into the DraftKings tournament, I posted it up on Patreon. Depending on how many spots we fill, I'll post it up on Twitter tomorrow, whatever. But jump in the DraftKings tournament, and that is obviously you're just choosing one game, so it's a little different than your standard DraftKings tournament. What this is it's a 5-player lineup. You choose 6 players, 5 regular players and 1 captain. The captain, anyone you choose as a captain, you pay a little bit more for their salary, but you also get 1.5 times points out of that captain. The other 5 people can be anyone you want. It's just like a flex position. They could be any roster, any team, whatever. You still have the $50,000 salary cap you have to stay under. So, it's just same shit, but a little different. Mm-hmm. You'll click in there. You'll figure it out. So that's what's going down with the DraftKings tournament this week if you guys are trying to get in on there.
Jalal, last minute pick, 49ers or Chiefs?
I'm going to go against you guys. I'll go Chiefs.
Oh, Chiefs. AP, there you go.
No analysis behind it. Just throwing one up.
AP, there you go.
Just throwing one up. I like it. Way to go, Jalal. Just throwing one up. Like Kanye said, throw your diamonds up like you're bulimic. All right, let me fade out this heater music, and let's bring back some let's bring back a little hip hop. All right, there we go. Let's go into sneakers and fashion this week. Sneakers and fashion this week brought to you by Pure Spectrum CBD. Use the code MUP on Pure Spectrum's website. Bro, I'm not even joking you right now. I woke up this morning, couldn't get out of bed. I just lied. Got out of bed and almost immediately hit my knees, bro. I had some of the craziest neck pain this morning. It was so bad. My girl was laying there and I grabbed a tennis ball. Have you ever just rolled around on the floor with a tennis ball?
Or against the wall?
Yeah. And I'm in pain, bro. pain. She gets up, she's like, "What's going on?" I can't even like pick up the dog. My neck is.
You can't turn your neck.
Me.
You're like this.
No, yeah, dude, yeah,
full body.
I'm going like Joey Gladstone in that episode of Full House when he fucks up his neck.
Oh yeah,
he like has to turn his whole body over here. Someone's talking shit, and they're all mad that he's staring at him, so he just like turns his whole chair away from them like this because he can't move his neck. That was me. So Pure Spectrum CBD, dude, I got a massage this morning. It still hurts, but dude, it made it tolerable to where I can come in here, do the show.
Nice.
It feels a lot better than it did this morning.
Which product did you use? Did you use the salve?
Yeah, the 500 milligram joint.
Nice,
the big dog.
The lavender smell.
Yes.
Oh, I made me want to go back to bed.
I was like, yeah. She was digging in there too, like with her knuckles just hurting, bro, pinching the shit out of me.
Your toes are bent like this?
Yes.
Like claws, like talons?
Exactly. So PureSpectrumCBD.com. Use the code MUP and save yourself 15% off your order, man.
Dope.
Sneakers and fashion. This week, we'll start out with the Popeyes collab. The
Yeah.
Popeyes stuff. You were telling me about this. I didn't even really look into it that much. I kind of saw it on social media, and it was kind of funny, and then I just moved on. You went into the actual collection and pulled up everything and got sellouts and shit. So what's going on here?
You bet, man. So so Popeyes is back in the news yet again, man, just for viral reasons. You know, we look at last year
The
where
chicken sandwich deal?
Yeah, the taste test, the chicken sandwich, which one's better? You know, and all the fighting, obviously, that that made obviously the internet and crazy and all the memes. But obviously, Beyonce just released her new Ivy Park collection. Some of the main colors in it are the orange and the maroon. Well, if we look at the Popeyes wrapper, the chicken sandwich comes in, their whole logo is based off of maroon and orange.
Yeah, Virginia Tech colors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so
VT.
so people are like, wait, which came first, the chicken or the egg? In this case, because Popeyes been around a long time, right? Beyonce's collection with Ivy Park just came out. So people are like, well, okay, did Beyonce kind of choose this color scheme because she knew it would sell out fast, just as the Popeye sandwich? Where's the correlation? That being said, Popeye's restaurant just came out with their new merchandise that not only their employees are going to wear and will wear, but the world could actually buy this collection, which is pretty great.
Unbelievable.
So what you're seeing there is on the screen, there's a bunch of models that actually, and I did read this, all of those models that are in here do work for Popeyes in their restaurants, which is pretty cool. So I like that. But they're modeling the new collection, and it resembles the Ivy Park
What do you mean
collection.
the new collection? I'm confused. Like, what are we talking about? New collection? Who's going and buying clothes that fast food people are? Just get a job there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Who's
Check this
buying-
out. So they had last year in December.
Sold out, man.
I know, that's what he said.
Dude.
What, did they have 5 pieces? Who the hell's buying this shit?
The
What are you
entire
guys doing?
collection is sold out.
What are you guys doing?
Is this about to hit StockX?
Yeah, check this out, dude. Check this out. So last year, 2019, Popeyes came out with an ugly sweater.
This is nonsense.
The ugly sweater retailed for $40 to $50. It's reselling on eBay anywhere from $100 to $250, depending on your size.
Wow.
You're not rocking this right
There was
here,
10
the
of
crew
them,
neck?
so that's why.
Popeyes is not new to the collections. Okay, so but this isn't bad stuff,
little
man.
Gildan action, or what is that tag there?
It looks like
You can pull
Gildan.
up the whole photo if you want, Jalal. Like, cause we're not gonna get clipped on anything like that.
Yeah, it might be some. It might be some jerseys. I'm not for sure.
Yeah, it might be.
Dude, that is I don't understand it. I guess I just don't get it. Like, so these are the things they hand to their workers, right?
Yeah.
This is the shirts they give to their
Workers,
employees.
and here's what you're wearing. Yep.
So now, as a normal person that doesn't have a job there, you can just go buy this. Have you ever been in a fast food restaurant and be like, yeah, man, I need to get one of those? Where can I get that? Where can I get that Chick-fil-A button up with the bow tie? Where can I get that? Where can I get that McDonald's crew neck?
People used to do that with the T-Mobile. They used to ask for they'd be like, oh, you got an extra shirt I could wear?
They had a connection to John Ledger, though, in a weird way. I don't know. Is this that type of thing?
I think it's just the time, like the colorway, the Ivy Park collection.
Yeah, and I think the viralness and Chick-fil-A kind
There's
of,
a moment.
or Popeye still being in that moment and living vicariously.
They give
through-
that out to their employees?
That's a nice jacket.
Right.
I don't think they ever provided this
I
stuff
know, right?
before.
Yeah.
Well,
besides the visor and a shirt, they're not
Yeah.
giving them this. What is this, like windbreaker with the fleece inside? Like, no way.
That's probably what the DM wears.
what about what the DM wears? Yeah. What about the stuff like what about any of this gear would appeal to those spandex? Are they selling those spandex? No, just a half zip up.
Just a half zip up. But spandex are in right now, I hear.
Are they letting them wear that at Popeyes? Little booty shorts?
Right. I don't get it.
Well, I would definitely go to Popeyes.
I don't get it. I don't understand it. Doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, but what doesn't make sense
Do you
is
think they came out with this right after? Right after Ivy Park dropped, or they had this in the works before? They had it before.
As soon as they saw the preview.
Yeah.
Okay. They started putting this in the works.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Gotcha.
But what's crazy to me, we can talk shit on this. We're out. We're not about this life. People are. And I don't care how limited it is or wasn't or could be. The shit's selling out. So somehow they're striking a chord with the people. And for that, whether it looks like Ivy Park, it's the poor man's Ivy Park, whatever you want to call it, it's working. It's sold out. And yet again, they're in the news. Most Underrated Podcast is talking about them, not only because it resembles the Ivy Park, but the shit's sold out.
Yeah, I don't
What are you going to do?
Whoever's making decisions up there at the marketing team is earning their paycheck. That's all I got to say.
Chick-fil-A's killing
Whether we like the collection or not, I mean, that's what it's about, getting people to talk about the brand.
And it's speaking to people, obviously. Yeah, I could agree with that.
Interesting.
So, yeah, Ivy Park / Popeyes. Go buy it. Sorry, sold out.
I don't want that.
Nothing left.
Let's go to the Ivy Park Ultra Boost.
Let's do.
Let's talk about these for a second. When we first looked at these a few weeks ago, I didn't have them. Now that I have them, now that I've tried them on, now that I've walked around, a couple things I think you guys should know, man. If you do not have this pair and you're thinking about getting this pair, just because we're not going to sneaker review these joints. If you have wide feet, Jalal, a guy that has wide feet, dude, these are going to be so uncomfortable and so hard to wear because the lace lock, this toggle lace system, makes it so they don't add enough lace. There's not enough lace there. So when you're in there, the cage can't come apart far enough to give your wide foot, enough room to stretch out.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to buy this Ivy Park Ultra Boost, and it's not like that on the jogger, by the way, the night jogger.
Correct.
It's not like that. The night jogger has way more laces. This just doesn't offer enough lace up top. So now your foot is crammed in here with the cage. The cage is pinching your foot if you got a really fat foot or really wide foot. And you're going to have to cut these laces and rope lace supply. You're going to have to get some other laces. You're going to have to maroon lace swap them.
Can you cut that top and then just kind of drop it down one set and loosen it up a little bit?
Yeah, you'd probably have to cut some
that rubber piece
cut the rubber piece and then tighten the tie them in knots or something.
Throw some most underrated aglets on there.
Something. But you'd have to put some lace tips on them though, so they would stay. But yeah, so that's one thing that I would just advise people. If you're looking to pay resale for these, if you're looking to buy them and you have wide feet, be advised of that shit, man. I did not know that until I put them on, and I don't even have wide feet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have wide feet at all, but these were just like not the move. And
Does
I'm
it
glad
feel
I went
uncomfortable for you?
Not uncomfortable for me, but I could see how anymore. Oh man, and I don't have wide feet. I got a nice crazy arch. My shit is normal.
Your shit's on fleek.
Yeah.
What about if you took the insole out? Add some flexibility?
No.
Nope.
Insole out is still going to be. You're still going. That just creates deeper. Doesn't create wider.
Gotcha.
So I mean, that's not going to help you as much on this.
So what you're saying is you better know how to cut and shrink wrap your Ivy Park Adidas Ultra Boost if you want them to look stock and have wide feet.
If you have wide feet, or if you if you're like me, I don't even have wide feet, but that kind of just bugs me a little.
Yeah.
Like it kind of bugs me that it just can't open up any more than that when my foot's in there. Yeah, it's just not a fan of it.
I haven't worn mine yet.
I returned my Ivy Park Ultra Boost. The night jogger, so much better. Not enough pop on the Ultra Boost from the Philly Mare. There you go. Nothing to do with the fit, just the look.
T-Mobile says bright orange lace swap.
Oh yeah, totally.
Get that solar orange.
Then you've got a serious Virginia Tech look going on.
Dude, you know what would be sick?
Put the Hokies laces up there.
I just thought, do you remember when, obviously you do, remember when you could order the Mi Adidas, the Ultra Boost?
Yeah.
So do you remember that gray one that I have that came with the solar orange lace pack?
Oh yeah.
Dude. I'll make you a deal you can't refuse.
I have some of those too.
Oh, damn it.
Remember I got the blue pair?
Yeah, that's right.
I got a couple.
So you still have those solar orange laces? That'd be cool. Be worth a shot.
Yeah, I like that. Okay, so that's good on that. The Lapstone and Hammer hoodie. Here's what I'll say.
Let's talk about this. This hoodie's great, man. I am super jealous that you have it, but I'm also excited for you to have a great quality hoodie.
This thing is, it's really, really nice. Well, I keep going like this because I think every hoodie I own has a pocket in the front.
Yeah, no pocket.
That's different. It's almost like a crew neck in that aspect. And it's fine. Do I kind of wish it had a pocket? Maybe a little bit just because I'm used to it. Am I going to get used to this? Yeah, it would be fine. Other than that, that's the only thing that I would say that maybe if I wanted to add a pocket to it, maybe you're a pocket person. Other than that, the embroidery is the stitching is just top quality, man.
Incredible.
Really, really good stitching on it. Very, very nice. The fit, I would say I went half down. I was about to say I went down a size to a medium. According to Rack's sizing advice, he gave on Twitter, he said, yo, if you want more of a fitted look, go to a medium or go down a size. Sorry. So the large was sold out anyway.
Yeah.
You looked on there, you're like, oh, there's only medium left. You didn't cop.
I can't do it.
And I was like, oh, I'm going to cop the medium based off that advice. So I did. This is the medium. You tried it on. I tried it on. It was a little too boxy in the back for you still, I think.
Boxy and baggy.
Just a little too baggy. For me, I think this fits really, really nice. In the back, it's kind of got a little bit of, that's just how it hangs. That's kind of how the hoodie is. It's made to be a big, oversized lounge type hoodie.
Right.
I copped it a size down because I like the more of a fitted fit. But pretty nice there. You got the drawstrings, oversized drawstrings.
Do you like those? It reminds me of the fear.
Goes down to your balls.
Reminds me of the fear of God.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
And I can't really. I don't like I've got 2 pairs of pants that are fear of God.
Guys, dude. Look at these pants are the same way. So I'm just stringed out.
Yeah.
Look at this. I'm string-steen in this.
String.
Whoa, yeah!
I don't know. My headphones and I came in.
Yeah, those are big strings. I don't know. They look good. They might bother me though.
Yeah, so he creates a special piece for each year, right? This is the 4th year representing Lapstone and Hammer's 4th year. So you got the 4s down the sleeve here. You've got on the hoodie, right here on the top, it says year 4. It's embroidered in.
Oh, that's tight.
So.
Oh, yeah, that looks good.
Looks good there.
Nice
really
embroidery,
nice.
yeah.
Yep.
I like that wash. What do you call that? Like, it's just like a distress.
The wash? I know. It's not quite tie-dye, but it's like a vintage wash.
It's like a burgundy stone wash.
Yeah, for real, yeah.
Hey,
like
give him some fucking credit, I mean.
For real.
Yeah, this is that what's...
The pockets is weird to me, though, yeah.
Yeah, not a pocket in the front.
No hoodie, right? Or no hood pocket. It's kind of weird, right?
I think the wording that it says there, the address to Lapstone and Hammer, like if that was above the pocket, I think that would still look good.
Yeah, I think so, too.
But it would change the fit. And maybe that was his issue.
Right.
You know?
At the bottom, you've got, in the same font as the 4s over here, you've got the address to the shop, 1106 Chestnut, Philadelphia.
In the streets
and then
Philadelphia.
It came with a little pin, Lapstone and Hammer pin.
Oh, yeah.
And it came with 2 Lapstone and Hammer stickers.
Came with some flair.
Pretty ill. Yeah. So overall, big fan of it.
Yeah.
Whether you take the pocket or leave the pocket, it's not that big of a deal to me. Yeah. Personally, I'd probably rather have a pocket. But other than that, everything else on it, super fire. Great lounge hoodie, great material, very nice, soft. The wash is sick. Talked about that.
Very form-fitting around the shoulders, the arms, the chest.
If you go a size down.
Very form-fitting.
If you go a size down. If you do not go a size down, you're not going to get this fit.
You'd be bulked out.
It's just going to be a bigger fit, and that's kind of probably like what you would wear. I'd say you'd probably go true
got
size.
a large or something.
Yeah.
Maybe
You'd have been good.
XL,
This you might not like the fit of this one as much. But, yeah, man.
Damn, so I would have needed a small.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because, dude, I didn't see Rack. I didn't see his sizing advice. I missed that on social media. I know he was clear about that.
Yeah.
Because you showed me it later. But, damn, man. So I usually go large in, like, this is a medium, and this is way too small in Fomer Simpson's band Uncivilized shirt or hoodie. So, man, that's a medium. And we obviously talked about how kind of bulky it was on me. Damn, I need a small. I haven't bought a size small hoodie since I was probably 12.
I didn't know Fomer Simpson was using Champion hoodies.
He's been.
It's kind of funny that he's using Champion and then he had the whole Champion thing.
And flips the logo. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure he had the same issue. That's why he uses that band logo over it now. He doesn't use the...
Yeah, but it's just funny that he's actually using their hoodies.
Yeah. Right.
I'd have been like, come on, man. Give me
last thing on the hoodie, there is an embroidered signature on the left sleeve that says Rack.
That's pretty cool.
This is the owner of Lapstone and Hammer. He created it. That's the dude I was talking about with the sizing advice on it. So that is there too.
Philly
little
says
touch.
he doesn't like to be called Rax. Don't call him Rax.
He doesn't like to be called Rack, but if you run it back, Philly Mayor, just push rewind a little bit, you'll understand that I was saying Rax with an apostrophe S, as
with
in
his advice,
as in it's his
own advice.
Okay, so there's a difference there. I don't call him Rax.
Yeah, he's
but
Rack.
It is Rack's advice, right? Or do I say Rack advice? I don't do that, Philly Mayor. Just run it back.
Rack advice.
You're wrong. I'm right. Take that L on the way out, my dude.
Take that L on the way out.
All right, so next up, I saw that on social media though. That was funny that he
Mhm.
doesn't like to be called Rax.
Yeah.
Turns short for his name. It's in his name.
Yeah, he turns into the
Rack
Hulk,
is his name.
I think. He turns green.
There's
Yeah.
no S in his name. He turns green.
Yeah.
Let's get into the red cement threes. Oh my gosh.
Let's not.
Oh my gosh. This shoe. So we were going to review these yesterday, and then I saw 7,000 reviews on a shock drop. These haven't even dropped yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw 7,000 reviews. I was like, nope, we're not reviewing this sneaker. There's no point in reviewing this sneaker.
Saturated as a mug.
This is what sneaker YouTube is. The saturation has gone crazy since I've been in. I haven't even been in the game that long. 2016. I've been on sneaker YouTube 2016, and look where it's gone. It is insane, and it's people are inspired. Everyone wants to start a sneaker YouTube channel because people are inspired. That's fine, but it makes it hard for the people. No matter how good your quality is, no matter how good, you're getting buried. If you're not already up there, your shit's just getting buried.
I think you need to have it way before everybody
Way
else.
before.
That's the only way.
That's
you
the
can
only
have
way.
an
And that's what I
advantage.
said. We'll still do a few sneaker reviews here and there when it makes sense. If we're able to get something early from one of our listeners, somebody comes through with some help, we got a connection here locally, we can get some shit. Bang.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken and shrimp. But
Chicken and shrimp.
Yeah. So there we go. All right. Red cements.
Should I pull them out?
I think the box is cool. I do enjoy the box.
Yeah, the box is neat. Obviously, you do have the Jumpman on there with the gloss black, a little red, obviously the elephant print, the cement print, whatever you want to call it, on the left-hand side. Size tag, pretty traditional with what they're doing now. I was kind of not shocked, but surprised they've been doing a lot. Jordan tags have now been doing the men's and the women's sizing. They've been kind of including that on a lot of the new tags. They didn't do that on this pair, but it is one of the new Jordan tags. That being said, you open it. So these are also called the Jordan 3 Unites.
Mm-hmm.
The red cements, the Unites, the SEs, special editions. There's a lot of different names, but it does have Unite on the packaging as you open it here. Nothing crazy special there. As you pull it out, let you have one here.
Yay!
I'll pull one out here as well. I think what's nice about this is if it is special edition and it does say Unite.
T-Mobile said cement.
Cement.
Because that's how you say cement.
I know. I'm so weird like that, right? It's like
you typed it out. SEE dash ment. Cement.
Dude, I've got a lot of those, man.
Oh my God. I'm not coming at you, Philly. I love you, bro.
I say washer and dryer. It's washer and dry. I get it, man. It's just one of those things,
Yeah.
Welcome to Dow's world.
So funny.
But I got the microphone, so you're going to shut the hell up, right? So check this out. So you have kind of a special box, right? Whether it's special or not, we haven't seen it. Then you have the Unite on the packaging, and you have a couple different names for it, and it does have the 3 lace colorways. So I think that is nice. So if it is a special edition, they have included some extra things, right? We've never seen this colorway before. The closest thing to it is the DJ Khaled PE. We know that. We are the best. So this is the poor man's Khaled, I guess you'd say. That's where I want to start. I want to hand it over to you, man. What you think? This is your pair. Is this a keeper? Number 1. Number 2, what do you think of the quality? And number 3, are you looking forward to the special edition, the Chicago, that has the Nike Air Shy instead of the Air?
If I could get them, I'd flip them.
Okay.
Not a pair I need to keep, not a pair I need to rock. Just a basic. I mean, these are just okay to me. They're not terrible. They're not like, oh my God, trash, get it away from me, but it's not something that I need. Mine came out of the box. It almost looks like it's a little bit creased already.
Yeah, it looks like you wore them.
Which is kind of disappointing to me. And I think that's where I start with the quality. That's what kind of starts with the disappointment. They're not that great of quality of a shoe. And I get that they just made a stupid amount of pairs. So that's understandable. But I was talking about wanting the same leather as I got with my black cements. I'm not saying this isn't that, but if they're creased already coming out the box and I've been wearing the shit out of my black cements, I guess.
I was going to say that's how my black cements came. They
What's
came
that?
like that.
Creased?
Creased, yeah.
Oh, interesting. And your black cements, do they wear nice? Or are they creased up all crazy?
It's just like wrinkled.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they
actually bend.
crease that much more.
And I'm not saying these do or
Yeah.
don't. I'm just saying that's kind of a weird thing to me. But you said yours came like
I'm
that,
looking
so.
at the upper. It looks a little bit wrinkled too.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it just doesn't. I don't know. Doesn't look like whatever.
You'd like to put those wrinkles in versus the factory.
Yeah, and I'm never a
Got it.
fan when they use this crazy over tumbled leather to try to indicate softness, but it's not soft.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Same.
Drives me up the wall. Reminds me of fakes, to be honest.
Fakes do that. Yep. Back
And
in
then
the
this
day.
also reminds me of fakes, bro. My insole, I opened the shoe and the insole's bunched up like this inside, like it had been like this, like it cuts my car.
It looks like this, like it's pushed up.
Yeah, so it's like pushed up, just like that. That's how it came in the shoe. So then you pull it out. You just reach in there. You can very easily pull it out, and you have a totally different bottom than we've ever seen. And the shit is
Not sewn in.
The shit
nothing.
is flimsy as hell.
Yeah.
I mean the insole, flimsy as all hell.
Like it was never glued in at all, which most Jordan 1s at least put a little glue in
Yeah,
there.
there's
right?
no glue, there's no nothing. Which I'm not. I know ones do. I don't know about threes, but look at that. Look at the bottom of that three insole on that. How it's just.
Look
wrinkled.
at the shape is different.
Just feel like this either looks like it's been worn for 5 years, or like what the hell happened?
Some leftover insoles they had.
That's what it feels like.
That's what I think. Yeah.
And then you got a B stamp on the bottom.
Yeah.
Right there.
Of one of them.
And then you got a faint A stamp, something underneath. I don't even think you can see.
The B is usually a B grade.
B grade. Usually.
Right. That's what I'm
Anything
saying.
B, you see B grades.
So it's like. Neighborhood said this in the comments the other day on YouTube. He was like, "Damn, if TTF." TTF's the Warren Buffett of getting shoes.
Should I grab mine and see if they
something
got
like
that?
Yeah, you should.
If you have them here.
If you have them here, that'd be great.
Yeah, because your night joggers, you had the issue with like you called it
That's what
dog
he-
shit
yeah.
or the glue on
Yeah,
the
there was
insole.
Glue all over the insole, orange insole, so it was just all looked like dog crap on it. You the Royals, obviously from a few years ago with the mixed
one
match
quality.
leather.
Yeah,
I
versus-
do always have a lot of quality control issues. I don't know if it's the 12s. I don't know if it's bad luck, but yeah, I mean
these insoles are
they
trash,
just look
dude.
terrible, bro. I wish I could I don't even think the camera's doing it justice. It just looks it's just straight B grade. Bro.
And if you look at the Nike print, which is no different than any other ones, I mean, obviously the Nike Air comes off pretty quick off the insole, but like, dude, yours is already peeling up. You haven't even put your damn foot in there
I
yet.
know.
The Nike check is already peeling up, dude. Some of your in and your K is peeling up already. That sucks, man. That sucks.
Yeah, it's because of all that stuff. It's just not a pair that I need. And if
Yeah.
I were able to cop the limited joints, it's not a pair I need bad enough. Then I need the money, so I'd
Gotcha.
flip them.
Well, so now that we've kind of shit on him here, I do have Jalal's pair. I'll take a look at his, but real quick, the two things that I do like about this shoe, and they did correctly, is the elephant print that
low cut, yeah.
they did. They did a lower cut, which is more true to form on the OG. So if you compare this to your black cements, these are a lot lower.
Yeah.
Cements. You know what I mean? It's
Now I'm forever going to hear that.
Yeah,
Ever
no
since
doubt.
T-Mobile pointed that out.
Cements.
If you compare that to your black cements,
Right.
okay.
So you have that, which I really, really like, and that's more true to the OG form. The other thing is the tongue. The tongue almost looks like it sets lower on these. And the reason that is because it does have less padding, and the red actually doesn't come above the gray on these, which again is a more true to OG form. So, is the tongue a little less comfortable? Is it more comfortable because of that? I mean, that's obviously that's to be questioned, but they did go more to the true OG form on those two aspects, and for that, I can appreciate the shoe. Outside of that, there's a few more issues than I think than
My
what's
insole
good.
like that?
Yeah, let me pull out Jalal's insole.
Yeah, let me
here.
see what's going on over there.
What size are these? Kids 8?
Size 9.
Oh, okay,
Kids
gotcha.
8.
Don't play me.
John King's
Stupid.
kids might be able to wear these.
Phil B says, good to see you fools still alive, coronavirus free.
I saw that.
So far, so good. Did you hear Chicago? They had the first outbreak from, I think, human contact to human contact. So it's a real
Dude,
thing.
there's a cruise in Italy that they shut down, and there's a Chinese couple on there that's suspected to be infected.
Oh wow!
They locked the whole cruise
Italian
down. Nobody's
cruise?
leaving.
Oh, they locked the whole cruise down. Holy shit.
Jalal's insoles are just like that.
Same.
Same.
Dang.
Do they have B's on the bottom?
This one had an A. I'll check the other one real quick here.
B's, bro.
I'm just curious
My
if
shoes
that's
B's
like,
in the trap. These are so
if
B's.
that's consistent with multiple pairs, or
Yeah, I just got a whack pair. Possible. Definitely possible. Oh, dude, yours feels already way nicer.
Really?
Oh, His has a C.
C grade.
He has an A on one and then a C on the other one. So I don't know what all that means.
I don't like that.
Your pair's it looks a little nicer than mine.
So yeah, my first C that I've seen stamped on an insole. I don't know.
C grades.
C grades. Wow,
that's fun. 6,000 people locked on that boat. He said.
Yeah.
Veil Beast. Yeah. 6 racks. God.
On that cruise.
That'd be a nightmare.
Especially just going on a cruise and knowing how it was. Like, I would never want to be locked on that bitch with all those people. But I guess it's always a possibility. So you might either think about it or just don't go.
God dang, no doubt.
So yeah, that's my thoughts on the red cements, man. I think John King said it probably best. When they hit the outlets, I'll grab them. They'll go the way of the chlorophylls. Remember those? Chlorophyll joints?
Oh, yeah, for sure. The borophylls. Yep.
He thinks they'll go that way.
It's crazy that there's no value this early on this shoe.
He said C grade. I'll have to talk to the outlets. Haven't seen that one.
Who is that? Is that John King?
Yeah. I haven't either, bro. Let me know what they say. It's ridiculous.
I've had a pair of, I think, powder blue 3s that had a B stamp on the tongue. It was like a pink stamp.
Huh. Oh, that was definitely a B grade.
It was a B grade. Sure. But I don't know what that is. Like, why would they just have that on the insole?
On the insole.
Very interesting.
C grade insole.
Yeah, just not very impressed with that pair, man. Not a pair that's I feel like I need.
I'll have to talk to the outlets on that one.
That's funny. All right, we're already way deep. We'll talk about the All-Star releases next show.
Monday.
We'll do that on Monday, yeah, where we break down the Super Bowl and see what happens there. I think that's it, dude. I think we're actually, let me try to hit let me see if I got any YouTube comments really quickly. Just because oh no, my internet crapped up.
Gotcha. And while you're pulling that up, man, so I want to talk about a shoe that I finally sold. Okay. I put a price up there. I had it listed for a long, long time, and it finally sold. I thought I overpriced it, at least right now in the market. My Sean Witherspoon size 9s.
Oh my gosh, they're gone.
My size 9s
out of the collection.
My size Ninas, because they weren't ever my size.
They were never your size, but you had a prestigious size.
I had a prestigious size, and they mysteriously finally sold on GOAT. They sold for $12.30, and my take home on that was like $11.52.
So you got them at like 6, right?
No, I got them at $4.50.
Oh dang!
So yeah, man, I got them from the plug that no longer is our plug that got fired from multiple spots. So he got plugged up.
I think you got out at a good time.
I did too, but dude, I think as the Atmos collab, with what he's gonna do, the Vespa collection, the Asics collection, the things that he's gonna do, anytime he drops something, those are gonna become hot again. And yeah, I could miss a wave, but right now, without having a job and it not being the right size, and yeah, I guess you know what, it was meant to be. I had to let him go.
I can't get to the YouTube comments. YouTube signed me out, and now it says an issue with signing back in, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But Peter Lee, he donated $2.99.
All right, Peter.
He has a question for us.
Question for you
Peter.
or us?
If you guys, yeah, man, the chat moves quickly. So if you ever want your question, want to make sure it gets answered, something like that, super chat, we'll definitely see it and make sure we get it answered. Should I cop the Off-White Dunk Red for resale? It depends on the size you wear.
Mm-hmm.
I most certainly think if you can get that thing around $500 or less, try to go there. $550 would probably be my max.
Yeah.
$550 would be my max. That'd be my top of the line, man. I know some sizes are kind of crazy if you're in the smaller ones, but I'd say $550. I'd try to hold out for that $550.
Yeah. What I would say is the quality of the leather on those are really good, in my opinion. I have the green pair. I do still have it. I don't know if he asked that question, but yes, I still have mine. It's a size 10 US men's, and we reviewed it. The review's good. The shoe is good. The quality is good. It's crazy to think paying that much money for a dunk, when dunks usually retail for somewhere around $100, 110, 120 at most. But it's a great quality dunk. The spaghetti lacing is kind of weird, but I think it's a great quality dunk, and it will be a shoe that raises in value. So if you can get it under $5, I would probably do it.
Dude, look at this alert I just got to close out the show.
Uh-oh.
Tyreek Hill eyes the Olympics after the Super Bowl. Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Tyreek Hill said he's serious about trying to qualify for the U.S. Olympic track and field team after Super Bowl 54, but it would be difficult for him to qualify for the Olympic trials, let alone get to Tokyo.
Huh.
And then there's no article about it. What about that, dude?
When's is it 2021?
No, it's not an odd year. What are we in right now?
2020.
It's this year.
Is it this year?
This summer.
Damn.
Yeah.
Already.
I know.
It's crazy.
That's why they're saying it would be impossible.
Gotcha, because usually
So
you're having to qualify like a year or two before, right?
It'd be so quick. It says that he, damn, I didn't get to read the whole article. That'd just be interesting. That's interesting to me. The cheetah, bro. Because I just see what the dude does on the football field. It'd be awesome to see him against straight sprinting competition.
Oh, that'd be fun.
It'd be just, and dude, you don't have that for long. There's a tiny, tiny window. He's in this prime right now. He's definitely take advantage of that. As he takes more and more hits in the league, every one of those hits is just going to start slowing him down a little bit, dude. Slowing him down a little bit. And obviously age takes a toll too, but he's got to get that going sooner than later. That'd be dope. All right, fools. Thank you guys for coming through the show today. Thank you to everybody that donated in the super chat. Shout out to all you fools. We look forward to coming back on Monday talking about the Super Bowl, breaking it all down. All the Chiefs fans in the chat, hopefully you guys get a win. Niners fans in the chat, hopefully you guys get a win. And I'm just going on the side where I can make the most money, man. I don't really have a dog in the fight. I told you my heaters what I think is going to happen just based off football analysis, but that hasn't always gone that well and doesn't mean shit. So, with all that being said, fellas, in the meantime, in between time, you get yours.
I'll get mine.
And we'll see you fools Monday.